Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. This always catches me by surprise. Like, we're not going to come on the air all of a sudden. Zombies are going to hit. Shit's going to happen. But welcome back as the Rotor turns. We got a cop here today.
Oh, everybody be good.
Everybody hide your weed. So we're coming to you from the Johnny's Filling Station, and we always gotta get this out of the way. This is the opinion of me, Carlos, and hey baby, you're beautiful. See, that's a way better face right now. I love you. And
The face has improved.
yeah,
Much.
and the hippo is here.
Hello.
Yeah, and everybody go ahead and get in your search position. Get searched.
He's about 10:59 or something.
Yeah, with a 1017 showing up right now, a copper.
Got
over
some
there.
paperwork coming your way. Is what you're saying. Like, it's great when you use codes and I just decipher what you're saying. Even better.
I love codes.
I got some paperwork coming your way. Okay, and what?
And hey, birthday buddy!
Hey.
Birthday buddy is an official full-time employee of the rescue company one. Which is funny because none of us are actually full-time employees of the rescue company one.
Right.
So she's the only one.
Only me.
Congratulations.
So, and then you got Patricia on the ones and twos over there.
Hello.
So we got some shit about Patricia we can't talk about on the air today. So
But we will be next week.
Oh, fuck yeah, I will.
If I'm alive next week. If I'm alive.
I mean, I'm not holding my breath.
But before we go tonight, you're gonna have to give me the rundown on everything you do.
Oh no.
A crash course on how to do the board.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we got a shot in front of us, though. So let's go ahead and wet the whistle.
Oh, is this mine?
Oh, yeah. Wet the
Cheers.
whistle there. You got a cow. I have a designated driver, Rob, so I don't need to get searched. Man, you don't get a cop in this show all the time. So we got to take advantage of Rob being there. That's delicious. Oh,
That's good.
what you doing?
So I'm gonna flip the camera to me real quick.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Flippy floppy.
I'm flipping the camera and put myself.
Can we turn it down?
Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this weekend, beginning as of right now,
There we go.
I am tightening up. Actually, let me see if I can do it like this.
What are you tightening up?
I am tightening up my
Can you do that?
3-day VIP pass for EDC Orlando. I am ready. And
It looks
Look
a little
at
loose.
I love Jamie's face that she's made right now. Jamie's trying to get out of the way real fast before a giant dong hits you. I'm like, man.
She can't wait either.
She can't wait for her door closer.
And I say this, and I say with all due respect,
Yeah.
gayest things happen on the show.
well, gayer things. Gayer things have happened on the show.
There are things to come.
Yeah, oh yeah, well, it could.
Diggity.
Diggity. Yeah. Yeah, so, speaking about that, because your boy came on the show for a little bit the other day. We introduced him, Jackson Wheeler.
Yeah, I actually got to
Yeah.
hang out with him this weekend at the Cannabis Festival out in Mount Dora.
So he is a porn actor.
Yes.
Do they refer to him as actors or porn star? What does he call
I've
himself?
always to this term. I think it's acceptable an adult film star.
Adult
I
film
don't
star.
think he's acting, right?
No, he's actually
I mean, that's what I look like.
like
Yeah, that was an actual real.
yeah.
Is that pretty legit? Their birthday buddy?
That was pretty legit. Yeah.
Was that your O face?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his own.
Sometimes
What's that movie?
Oh, Office Space.
No.
It is Office
Yeah.
Space.
It is.
With the girl next door.
No.
The O face.
The
Well-
face
In
is
the-
Office Space.
It's
In
all.
the
the
limo.
council has spoken.
Okay.
Well, I think
I'll
birthday.
bet you $20
It
right
maybe-
now.
I believe you,
probably
but
get on
Maybe
research.
the girl
in
next
my
door also.
generation,
She-
it was
she
in the
is-
girl next door.
She is correct. There is the O-face limo scene in the girl next door.
No, but the O face
In-
originated in
Office
Office
Space,
Space. Yeah.
absolutely,
Like,
yeah.
I'm sure about O face.
Right.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, but it's also in that movie, which is
In the limo.
Yeah.
You gotta remember though, she
I'm a baby.
Yeah.
You fools are old.
she was still getting like square milks at school and shit when we were watching Office Space.
Yeah.
Square
She's
milk
like-
and square pizza.
You know,
Oh, square
that shit is
pizza the
delicious.
best. They still have that shit.
You
and
know-
I get it every time they do.
You can buy those is the supermarket outlet or whatever. It's like right here on OBT.
square milk?
Oh, really?
No,
No,
you
the
can get
square
those too.
pizza.
You can get those
pizza?
too. Square milk and pizzas.
Aren't those like the Tostito party pizza?
No.
Party
No,
pizza?
sir. No, sir.
No.
And you know what else they got? They got the stop sign Mexican pizza.
That's
I
exactly
fucking love that shit.
So do I.
I don't even know what that is.
So,
I don't either.
So
Yes, we're not Mexican
Tracy that worked with me at Air Care, allegedly, her husband still works at the airport, and he's a fan of the stop sign Mexican pizzas, but he bought a case of it. So like he had eaten so much of it that Tracy brought me a bunch of it, and I ate it for like months. It is fucking delicious.
Yes.
I like to burn those.
Write that down. And because
Mexican pizza.
I literally probably have
Stop sign
I
Mexican
haven't
pizza.
had that since middle school.
Hi, Pablo. Congratulations on passing.
Man, Pablo
Yay,
passed his
Pablo.
test. He is a male nurse. We have mailed him
He's a
4
nurse.
penises. Welcome to the male nursing world.
I can't wait for him to do my catheter.
I am in line myself. Catherine, I bought 2 tickets. It's been a long ass fucking week, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It has.
Oh,
like-
it has been a week.
And like the weird thing is, our week has been completely separate with your week.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been hard for
It
us.
has been a
Ridiculous.
horrible week.
It's been crazy, but I have not sucked a dick for money.
That's true.
That's true.
So I won.
Yep.
And at a certain point in my week, you had to remind me of that.
Yeah, you didn't.
Yeah, but you're allowed to suck a dick for money. I mean,
Yeah.
that's-
Well, no, he said, "Did you eat ass for money today?"
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
what mine
yeah.
was.
And
And he
she said no. So
called
I'm
me
like,
the night of my worst day
Yeah.
of the whole week and
Yeah.
said, "But did you have to eat ass today
hey,
for money?"
and this is, some people call me a priest. I don't know. Like, you refer to me
I
however
haven't
you
either.
want. But
hey, it's nice. It's nice having somebody to talk to.
yeah, but what you
What am
got?
I don't know.
Hi, Richard. I love you.
Richard is there, the harbinger of death. He may be allegedly working today, so some people may be dying. That dude has got, like, we're going to have him on the podcast one day, but, like, he has got a body count that's unheard of. Probably close to Rob's dad's body count.
If I may, we have 11 people watching right now.
Woohoo, that's a
and,
record.
And only 12 people watching right now, and
Oh.
only 2 likes. What is up with y'all? I need to see some likes and some shares.
Some of the likes and some
What
shares,
is
yeah.
going on?
Now, if you get a like and then you change it to
We're
a
up to
love,
14.
then what does that? What does? Did you get 2 or is it just 1?
It's still just
We don't
I
one.
think it still changes one.
One.
Man, that's a fucking
the last one.
millennial equation you
Yeah,
just threw
I
out there,
know.
dog. That's some fucking crazy shit.
Yeah, we
So,
got a lot of people in the chat right now. We got Kay Polk saying, "Hey, y'all."
Hello.
How many people are veterans? I see Richard.
Happy
is-
Veterans
Richard
Day.
Schaefer, man, is a veteran.
Absolutely.
I
was-
wore red, white, and blue.
Yes.
I wore my red, my blue,
mine.
and my shoes are white with blue stars.
I will
That is
say
awesome.
that there's not enough cleavage being shown
Right.
There's
right
not,
now.
but we're kind of moving, so all of my boobage
it's-
red shirts are in the new house.
Excuses
Into
to
the
me.
microphone.
Don't
I
work
also have to go there to get dressed to bartend tomorrow, so that my ass hangs out of my shorts.
Yeah,
Like,
you're gonna have to get some
Yeah.
ass and titties showing.
Right.
Like,
I
I mean,
feel-
we only got.
I don't
there's
think I
certain
can
rules.
wear that to work.
There's certain rules
Probably not.
about working here at this company. You know what I'm saying?
There's very few.
I did.
Yeah.
I did have a few more shirts embroidered for her.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I want nothing but titties shown at all times.
I'm aware.
That is, ass and titties. Yeah.
I know.
Hey, that's a good
I
song.
know the uniform.
You know, so but it's been a crazy week. It's a lot of people. It seems I don't know if it's just been like the weather, it's just fucking people up. And,
It has been.
Hi,
You know,
Christy, and
it-
yes, happy Veterans Day to all the veterans.
Yes,
Just
it
saying.
is absolutely. You know what, baby?
We
Thank you for saying
appreciate
that. I did start off with saying Richard was a
Especially
veteran.
Carlos.
Yep.
Yeah, Rich is a veteran, and he was a Gulf War veteran. He's in
Oh
the Air
my.
Force at the time. He spent the whole Gulf War in London.
You know where I was in the Gulf War?
Wait, when was that?
Yeah, you weren't even probably born, were you? It was 91.
She wasn't.
Yeah.
91,
No,
I was
think
alive.
it was in the 80s, wasn't it?
Gulf War?
Late
Gulf War?
80s or
No, man.
early 90s, right?
Yeah, it's early 90s, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, then I was alive.
Yeah,
I feel like
Barely.
I wasn't allowed to go on
Barely.
on a field trip to DC because of it.
could have been.
January 17th,
That was in the
1991 to February 28th, 1991.
So Richard spent most of that time in London. He did have some near-war life or death experiences.
You have to open it first.
They ran out of garlic butter.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
Fucking
That's
man
a
had to eat a
goddamn-
lobster
that's
with
a
no
goddamn
garlic
Greek
butter.
tragedy
Well,
right there.
fuck yes, absolutely.
Can we do that Irish gargle shot now? Clearly, I need one.
Yes.
I don't want that.
She does.
So question, Carlos. I know
Yes.
you always ask us,
Yeah.
but how about you, man? Like, how have you been?
Man, I've been okay. I've been it's been busy. Like with the post echo stuff, like
Old Fireball?
all those hours and
Yeah.
CEs and stuff. I've been in hell, man, with those things. Like it's been nothing but craziness. What's going on?
I was just
I'm done.
she was talking to Jamie.
Oh.
And interrupting
Oh,
your
I
story.
thought you were telling her to steal third. I'm like, I didn't know all this time we were in a fucking baseball game.
Oh,
So,
I'm a very slow runner.
Yeah, well, he's telling you to
There's no
steal.
stealing. She only
Yeah.
gets to force, to go to the next
So,
walk. She gets walked.
so I've been stuck in that, and then it said just our renewal for our accreditation just came up, so I've been working on that, and then streamlining some shit for birthday buddy that's coming on,
Nice.
making sure that stuff. So it's been a lot of stuff, man. Like it's crazy.
I truly can't wait for her to join and be able to help you guys out because it's going to take so much off your plate.
Well,
And-
yeah, I mean, like it seems like some comes off, and others, that somebody else throws another potato in there.
Yeah, but
So that's an American beer right there. Let me see the date on
What-
that.
what's that?
1844.
yep, there it is.
Yeah, 1844. That is a non-official sponsor of the rescue company. One Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Still not official.
Well, yeah. Don't worry. They're coming. They're coming around. They're coming around. I tell you.
I say we do a podcast right outside their
We're gonna
brewery.
keep
Yeah.
trying. We're gonna keep trying.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there ain't shit out there in Milwaukee, Wisconsin right now. So we probably have plenty of room to do a podcast over there. So you got some announcements there, baby. What you got?
What?
Oh yeah, every time.
All right.
Today's the podcast. I'm gonna go to you for announcements at some
So
point.
we have the next air medical class in January.
Yes,
We
we
have
need
a
to speak-
community paramedicine class in January. We have difficult airway and PHTLS and AMLS and TNCC all the last week of January. Not
Oh.
the community paramedicine, but the rest
Yeah.
of it.
That's gonna be a busy week.
So
It'll be a very busy week.
So, as far as the air medical class and all the other classes you just said at the end of January, what are those
You can-
dates?
The 24th through the 30th, I think.
Because we basically only have 10 spots for that
Right.
class.
Yeah.
Because we do have 11 of the Echo Future Flight crew coming through.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so
I loved them.
Yes.
They were
absolutely.
phenomenal.
They
Yeah.
were amazing people.
so basically that class is going to be. We got 10 spots. We can only.
And we
can only put
maxed
some-
out the last class.
We
Yeah.
did. We had to close. We had to
we-
close registration.
Yeah, so
Good
and
problem to
and I
have.
think we
It
have
is.
2 people from the last class that we told no to that are rolling over to this. So you actually
we
have
have
less.
8 spots.
You may have 8 spots. We got a gentleman from Puerto Rico today.
Yep.
And what's up? You got your hand raised.
Yeah, so real quick, I'm calling
Can I
out
say
everybody.
something?
I'm
Wait a
calling out
second.
everybody in the live feed right now because
Oh, yeah.
I know who's liked and given a thumbs up. So I'm gonna give a shout out to Jose, Kay, Richard, and Amir for giving us a thumbs.
man, Amir.
And shout out
Hi,
to
Robbie.
Matthew and Christy for giving us a heart.
really,
The
Pablo?
first
Really,
participant-
Pablo?
Love it.
What?
Pablo,
Is-
you're fired again.
Is
Really?
Robbie is
Pablo.
The first participatory ribbon ever given.
that by Human Resources, Robbie?
That
Tester?
is the
It
human
is.
resources.
Man, I tell you
The
what.
head of human resources.
Yeah, that man loves some Pat Blue Ribbon. I seen him.
I
seen him
don't
drink
think
it.
he does like.
I have a picture of Robbie holding a PBR.
It,
Yeah.
It's not his favorite.
Well, he is. Remember, unofficial
He does-
sponsor of the rest of the company.
He does love brown bag beers though.
Oh yeah, he does love a shitty beer. Yeah, so, I ever tell you that story, Patricia?
No.
Me and Robbie went to this place in Tampa right as the COVID's coming. Like, I mean, we're weeks away from zombies. And we go to this. We went to EMS Expo, which was in Tampa.
Coming to Orlando next year.
Yeah. Oh yes, that is
We
true.
will be there.
And we're at this conference, and like this is where the super spreader of COVID was in Florida. You know what I mean? Like every paramedic in the U.S. was here, and then they went
New Orleans.
and they went back to their state and gave everybody
COVID.
I think 3 people in our department got it or something.
Yeah. So me and Robbie though we went to a bar that night over there in Tampa because traffic is so shitty coming back home.
Traffic was shitty today.
Man, I'm telling you, there ain't nothing as bad as like trying to get on I-4 from Tampa, come back. Remember, Rob? We were like 5 hours.
Yeah.
We drove to Gainesville
Yeah.
to go down.
Oh, really?
So when we left,
Yeah.
Carlos and I looked and we're looking at the map and it says fastest route. We're like, 3 hours. Let's go.
Yeah.
75 all the way north.
Yep.
Or 75.
Yeah.
75
Yeah.
north to the
Yeah.
turnpike. Turnpike down.
Yeah.
Rather than
Yeah.
going I-4.
Because it's 6 hours on I-4, dog. That's what
That's the
they
same
say.
way we went. That's the same way I went.
Because
right
I-4 is a shit show.
Man,
all
so
the time.
so me and Robbie went to this place and they had like dollar shitty beers. Now this is the thing, you don't know what beer you're getting. It's just a beer in a brown bag. So they just pull it out of the thing.
Oh, okay.
So they call it a shitty beer.
Okay. Well,
guess-
at least it's not like in a mug and it's like
No, it's in a brown bag.
It's in a brown bag.
Brown bag. You don't even get to know what it is.
Straight up hood.
Just drink it.
Yeah.
And, and Robbie's
Nobody asked you.
he's a man he's a worldly man now. He's refined. But one of the things people don't know about our HR head here, he is a hood shitbag.
Right. Yeah.
Like-
you would never ever think that.
Hey, my man.
I would love to see his playlist.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh.
we should totally have him. Yes.
If
he should
you're
make one.
if you're listening to Robbie's playlist, you think you're watching Boys in the Hood.
Let's go. I'm ready.
You don't call the man Doughboys for no reason. Me and Jimmy stopped in Atlanta one time and bought 40s, and we called Robbie, and I'm like, hey man, we got some 40s, and he goes,
Were they actual 40s?
oh yeah, they're 40s.
Okay.
Yeah. He goes, did you get some zigzags with that? I go, fuck.
So does
forgot who I was
that
talking
mean I'll see Robbie at Classic Weekend next
Yes.
weekend?
Yeah.
Out and about.
Was that next weekend?
Yeah.
Birthday weekend.
Am
for
I
me.
working?
What's that?
Am I working next weekend?
Is that next weekend?
Yeah,
I
the
don't know,
20th
let
and
me check my
21st.
Man,
calendar.
Right.
worst.
Let me look at the
I'm gonna
schedule.
tell you what, like the Friday night is the game.
Yeah.
Because Saturday's the football game, but Friday is the bands.
I think I work then.
Shout out to Tom
Fridays aren't the
Soso for
problem.
giving
It's
us
the
that.
Saturday
Not
night.
in
But
here,
Saturday
only
night is
air
the issue,
there.
and Sunday morning car show.
Yep. Oh,
And
yeah.
it
Oh,
is-
there's a car show?
Yeah, you ain't
We're
going.
totally going.
It's the classic.
We'll
It's
shut
always
down
that.
all of Colonial for that.
Yeah.
No, I have a funny story about the classic.
Oh, go ahead.
So a few years ago, I was at the Margarita Ball at the Rosen.
Margarita ball?
Yeah, the Margarita Ball. It's a charity benefit for unfortunate kids. Anyways,
Unfortunate kids. Is that like?
Do we get a lot of margaritas?
That
I
sounds like
have
a politically
to-
correct answer to something.
I have to stop right there. Like, what were you going to actually say? What kind of kids? Oh, man.
classic kids. No, I'm
Classic
kidding.
kids.
But no, we were at this hotel at the Rosen, and the benefit was going on in the ballroom, and you had all of Orlando's elites in
Yeah.
there having a great time. I saw so many escorts there that night, and
Of course you did.
you can tell by the denim jackets. But
Denim jacket on an escort. Okay.
but as we're walking out, the entire lobby has been taken over by people who had just attended the classic. So you walk out of out of the ballroom, which they had little bit light hip hop music, getting people going to like like hardcore Southern rap. in this lobby.
yeah.
And they have taken over the lobby. They turned the one area into an open bar for everybody.
Yeah.
And little by little, you see all these Orlando elites mixing up with the classic people.
Oh, yeah.
They're dancing, having a good time. And then I see this one woman in a beautiful blue gown. And you could tell that she's had a few margaritas, dancing around with this one Big Papa. And out of nowhere, he spins her.
Do you love it when I call you Big Papa?
You know.
He spins her, and her titty pops out.
That's
Oh yeah.
Was it Janet?
That reminds me of Dave Chappelle.
Did you
Janet
get?
Jackson's Super Bowl performance.
yeah, she passed me.
Ooh, I got one. Yeah. What?
No, you
They
don't.
don't.
Oh.
My bad.
Yeah.
So everyone in the crowd noticed that this lady's titty had popped out. Now you could tell that
Except for her.
she couldn't tell.
I love,
She was-
I love Jamie's face every time we say titty.
It makes you just want to go to hers and go, boop, boop.
So she's dancing and her right titty is out. You can tell it's a fake titty because it's not moving. Her body's moving, but this one is just
Well,
like
that titty's real. You can
laser
touch it.
focus on whatever it's looking at.
You touch that titty, it's real.
And me being, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little drunk, and I tapped her on the shoulder.
No.
And I'm like, ma'am, your titty's out.
Did everybody beat your ass on you?
Good guy. Good. You're the guy that fucks up a
Who
gangbang.
tells her?
Good lord. You
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Dude, she was dancing
Your
for like
boobie
30,
is out.
like 35 seconds with her right boob hanging out.
So?
So what? Keep
What's
looking at
the
the titty.
problem?
Right.
Baby, would you tell her to put her titty back in?
No.
Hey.
We know better.
Yeah. If anything, you
I
better
may
go
help
over
pull
there.
the other one out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. You better.
And I better make sure that you're watching.
All right.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you about the most inappropriate person at a strip bar ever.
Who?
Trish.
Oh.
Oh, do you motorboat?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Motorboat.
Yeah, I feel like
I'm like, she's checking people's oil. There's all kinds of shit happening.
That is not a true
And I'm
story.
like, God damn it, it's true. I swear to God, it's true. Strike me now, sir. Like, that's
Okay.
reality that's fucking happened. I was so upset because you can't check a woman's oil at a strip bar.
No. Well, not
And
unless
that, my man gave me a thumbs up. He knows what I'm talking about.
I mean, not unless
Yeah.
you're in the champagne room.
Yeah, yeah. So, no, even in
I
there,
don't
you
think-
get told.
I've never been there.
Oh,
I don't know.
You haven't?
it was the Alizé room.
I've got witnesses at Scarlett's. allegedly, somebody named Unsen Hartley hangs out there all the time.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you. So, yeah, she's an oil checker, man. Damn, I can't believe you put some lady put her titty back in.
I had
So on
to.
a better note,
Did you hear that disappointing silence?
So-
I know.
that just
That's
happened
why I
there?
tell the
Like,
story of the titty in the classic.
Hey, Rob,
Classic titty.
can you want to tell a story about an arrest you had during the classic or anything?
anything.
I bet he didn't put her titty away.
Yeah,
Right.
No, it's,
Ass and titty.
that's all it is.
yeah.
Well, it's not
That's
as
what
bad as
Paul
it used
said.
to be because before they used to stop. Carlos probably remembers back when it was
Oh,
on
man.
iDrive.
Yeah, it was
They used to
bad.
just park on iDrive
Yeah.
and would dance on the hood of their cars, the roof of their cars.
That
and
still
it would,
happens.
It
That
doesn't
is bad.
happen like it used to.
Now when
Like
Rob's
you-
working that goddamn beat.
Rob said,
Nah,
nope.
fuck no, it ain't. You know, it was crazy.
So does that mean we're going to do the Irish car bomb now?
Man, give it a
Because
second.
we were talking about cars?
Give me a second. Let this hot dog settle down real
Okay.
quick. Yeah, before we have a
All
return
right.
of fortunes, like a gurgitator professionally.
We got Catherine in the chat saying, "Hi, Trish."
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Wow, that is a Cosmo
I
cover
miss you.
photo.
Oh yeah. Is it
She's
somebody's?
beautiful.
Very, 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 very nice. Very
Is it
nice.
somebody's oil that checks Trisha's been checked?
No,
I mean,
any-
we went
if
to
Trish
Cosmo.
has-
I went somewhere
I
else.
would like to say, if you're listening and Trisha's checked your oil, please,
Give me a hell yeah.
yes.
No, give us a like or a follow.
Maybe a
Yes.
share, too.
Yeah.
So I have an interesting scenario.
somebody
to
was
give you if
asking
you
about
wanna-
the air medical class.
Oh, yeah.
what's
Who are
up?
they?
I saw that. Just
Kay Polk,
Yep.
tell me more about that air medical
Man,
class.
I'm gonna tell you about this. Let me tell you about we mentioned it last week, but the people that came through the class
Yeah.
the week before last, they were awesome.
They were
And-
great
and-
rock stars.
And I'm gonna tell you, I was exhausted because it's a long ass week.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, but
You will be next
You will
time.
be next time. I'm telling you
Thank
right
goodness.
now. That's
It
the only
was
reason you
long
got
nights.
a job is because that week.
You know,
Wait, you said
That
it
is
was
not the
Echo.
only reason.
Yeah, and
it's
Echo,
still
yeah.
it's still the funniest thing to me that first day, no
Yeah.
matter how much we plan ahead,
Oh yeah.
that cadaver lab, it just goes and goes and goes.
So
It's like the
Forever and
Energizer
ever.
Bunny.
yeah.
And it does just not want to stop.
Oh man. So
We didn't leave. Like you got. Oh, you were still there.
yeah, he was still there.
But like everybody else left, we were still there till what 11 o'clock.
Yes.
So you
Yeah.
know,
We
basically
started doing a
dissection.
pig and cadaver heart comparison.
Yeah. So
That
we
was
should-
fantastic.
We should get some of those
We
videos
do.
out.
We do
Yes.
have like kind of a very short video on TikTok about that.
Oh,
Do you really?
We do.
On TikToks?
On
Sweet.
TikTok. We,
that's pretty cool.
We're now on TikTok.
So
Nice.
So the day one we do the combination difficult airway with our cadaver lab. So we just kind of get the involved in there, and then the second day that we finish off like with the code airway and all that stuff. But we get a lot of lectures done in the morning, and then we go right into doing like the different stations. You know, the salad simulator, which people love it, and that's a Robbie creation right there.
There's
you know?
Robbie
Oh, really?
Creation.
Yeah, so like we bought an actual salad head that like we broke right away, and then we try to recreate one, and me and Justin we used drill pumps, we did all kinds of shit to try
Yeah.
to make one, and then Robbie, man, he came up with that
He's
self-contained.
like, hey, why don't you just do this?
You know, yeah, I'm like, and then he, so we call it Barfing Bernie. Because Bernie that we fly with, allegedly,
Is a barfer.
when he first came on with us, he would fucking puke every flight he would go on.
Oh man.
So it's a miserable. It's a so anyways. So Robbie came up with that, and then so people love that. All the video laryngoscopes. You know, different people that don't like it. You know, I always love that. There's always one person in class. What do they say? Oh, I'm old school. I like
Yeah,
it.
right.
You know, and I go,
Yeah.
where the fuck did you tie your horse up to today? Because
Did it take you through college?
yeah, because you know, old school motherfucker. I'm like, you don't ride a horse to work, do you, motherfucker? You know what I mean?
Can I ride a horse to work?
No, you ride me to work.
Oh.
I mean, I don't feel like you offer your services for me to go to work every day.
Oh. Dun, dun,
What's going on?
I'm about to drop a mic.
I said
Yeah.
to work every
This
day.
shit
I don't
got
get-
deep.
I know. I
it?
do fill your dick
Nope.
tank up quite a bit.
That is not what I said.
Well,
I
you
said I
better
don't
clarify on the air. Like people think I'm not filling your dick tank. Like, let me ask you.
I think you're
I'll ask you
saying
about
that.
this.
I was going to text
If
you.
you'd like
I
to
was
contact
about
Trish.
I was going to text the chat group
Yeah.
at 3:21.
Yeah, the dick alarm set.
Yeah, the dick alarm went
Yeah.
off, and he was the crazy part. The dick alarm went off at around 2:50.
Yeah.
All right, did the deed, had a great time, and now I'm awake because I got dick energy. And I go on the TikToks trying to fall asleep, and probably around like 3:45, 4 a.m., my hours start getting heavy, and I start to fall asleep. Next thing you know, zzz, 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 phone goes off.
Oh, dick alarm number 2.
No, the phone.
Oh.
No, yeah, my phone goes off.
Okay.
And my buddy Chris calls me.
Oh.
So I'm thinking to myself, okay, black guy called me at 4 o'clock.
You need new friends.
Something's happened.
Yeah.
So
You're like, I don't have bail money.
my first
You know a good
response.
lawyer.
My first response is, "What happened? Are you okay?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, dude. I just got to talk to you, man. I got a great idea for ADC." I'm like, "God damn it! I'll talk to you tomorrow."
Jesus Christ.
No.
That is a perfect time for a text. Okay?
Yeah.
That's fine. Text me that.
Things are gonna be
shit.
told to me through a fucking text.
Yes.
Oh, hey, listen.
I'm just saying I don't get to work that way. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, you know, because I think that sometimes I wake up just to make sure you're full of dick.
You're right. You do.
Right? Because
Yeah,
when somebody
absolutely.
goes, "Hey, you want some dick?" What are you gonna say?
I'm full.
There you go. That's it. That's the reality. Listen, when your old lady's a nurse, you know, you talk about a man that, you know, I've allegedly had a nurse or two in in the history.
Probably just two.
No.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 fingers or 3.
I've had a showstopper in a couple. You know what I mean? So
That's a big
So
one.
so this is the thing. Like, I see these women get offered dick all the time,
Yep.
and you know why they give up some ass? Because they're not full of dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, it's somebody, hey, you want a cheeseburger? Man, I had a cheeseburger and a good bit. I'll take some cheeseburger. You know what I mean? Hey, you want some cheese fries? Fuck, man, I love cheese
I am
fries. Take
starving.
cheese fries. But if you just had cheese fries, what are you gonna say?
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm full, man. Yeah, thanks. Make sure your nurse leaves. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like make sure your nurse leaves home full of dick.
Yeah, make sure you do your
Oh,
dick
she
diligence.
gonna come back full of dick.
Dick diligence.
Your dick
Yeah,
diligence.
she gonna come back full of dick, and not yours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a public service announcement, not brought to you
And
by
it's a good
PBR.
thing I'm not a nurse.
What?
It's a good thing I'm not a nurse.
Yeah, allegedly.
You are a part of the wrestling company.
Yeah, she gonna come back full of dick. You better make sure.
What? She just sends me to work every day.
Yeah.
So.
What's
Yeah.
that, Rob? We got to pull this car bomb over?
Yeah. Oh.
Not yet. 5 miles an hour.
Not yet.
Yeah. So we're gonna get to the car bomb here in a second. You know, Patrizio, you I'm gonna talk to you about your boy because I did have a note I wrote down and I said I gotta write this down. And I made sure I looked up some of the shit before this, right? So,
Yeah.
So your boy's an adult film star. We started talking about that.
Correct.
Yep. And what kind of adult film star is he?
He does trans, bi, straight, gay. He does it all. He's a, how would I say it? Like Disney.
He's a
Equal
yes man.
opportunity.
Wow.
He's full on.
You just referred to Disney and porn in the same sentence.
Yes.
Yes.
Disney is a child.
Allegedly.
Play.
He said it
Allegedly.
allegedly. He said it allegedly.
It's,
Oh,
equal, it's
God.
equal opportunity.
So,
Equal opportunity, yeah.
so I looked this shit up because I'm like, man, the dude is legitimately a stunt cock. You ever hear that?
Yeah, he's over there eating some wings, and
Yeah, and
there's
somebody
five
goes-
going on at the same time, right?
Yeah,
and
he's
he's
like-
like, hey, we need you in here. Okay.
Well, where do I go? I go, hey, can somebody hold my wing? And then he goes in there and just drops some dick. But he's referred to as a bear in most of his
Yes.
in most of the stuff.
He is a fuzzy Jew.
Yeah, so like I guess so to me, and I learned something new today in my research. This is why I love doing this podcast. I research some weird ass shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I learned something new. I thought a bear was just a big, fat, hairy gay dude.
No.
But it's just a hairy dude.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can be considered a bear.
Yeah, bearific.
Bear.
Yeah. so like he's a bear, but like the dude does What was that, birthday buddy? Did you just give me a dragon or whatever?
I think that was a bear.
That was a cub waking up.
Yeah. He's gonna have some good office days. Bro. I'm gonna make her show me her best dragon.
Please let me know when the office parties happen so I can be there.
You're gonna need a bigger office because you're gonna need 2 desks in your
Yeah.
office.
Oh, yeah.
So that because otherwise you're gonna be like, hey, what are you doing over there? Hey.
You know.
He's gonna be like, "Am I missing something?"
Yeah, every second.
Yeah,
What's that
going on?
noise?
Yeah.
Right outside the door. This is the safety word.
So yeah, sassafras. You can't have a safety word with a lot of S's. I learned that shit today too, and that's a true story. Like you can't, because you can't say S's when you're in pain. Apparently, that's like
You can't.
I guess so. Like that's what the lady was saying. Too many S's.
Who told you that?
I was watching a YouTube video.
Oh, well, everything
S&M.
on YouTube is
Absolutely,
is
it's
real.
goddamn
100% accurate.
Yeah.
100% accurate.
But like it's got to be like a B word, you know, or
That's
or,
why
a,
banana.
or a P word. Yeah.
Pineapple.
Banana or pineapple.
You know.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, that's what they say.
Good
yeah.
to know.
Yeah. Well, there
I
you
mean,
go.
hey, those are the experts. That
Hey Pablo,
came
what's
up
your
with it.
safety word?
Oh, I know. Pablo's safety word is leprechaun.
Leprechaun.
Yeah, leprechaun. Fucking, I've seen it. I played football against Pablo, so I've heard him scream the safety word out.
Poor Pablo.
So, have you ever? My question
Winner,
is.
winner.
So I gotta get to my question.
All right.
Have you ever watched
That's something
porn
that you
with your
don't say very
man? Like,
often?
have you ever watched any of his scenes or anything?
Yes, I
like
have.
with him there.
No, with him there, no. But like when I because I met him through a friend of mine, and I had him on my OnlyFans episode last year. So talked to him online, and then we met up at what's it called? Oh my God, the Swingers Club in Kissimmee. Secrets.
Allegedly, yes.
Yeah,
Secrets.
I was there with Super Dave for for 2 podcasts, and Jackson came out. He already had a room there and everything. So we hung out in person, and
They hung out.
we hung out. Not like that, but we hung out.
Okay.
And afterwards, like, dude, like he's been honest to God, like one of my closest friends in such a short amount of time, and loving him to death. And then I started looking up at his scenes. And I'm like,
Oh yeah.
okay,
It fucks you up, doesn't it?
it does. But hey, more power to him.
Hey man, that is some cool.
I mean, I'll take a bullet for a friend of mine, but I won't take a.
Yeah, I ain't taking a dick. I can't.
You can't.
I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just ain't, it couldn't happen.
He could build a million bridges, but you suck one dick. You're not a bridge builder. You're a cocksucker.
Carlos the paramedic cocksucker. Yes, sir. Yeah, but some people like that.
Yeah,
and that's
And
okay.
not that there's anything wrong with
And
that.
that's okay. I'm not a finger pointer.
Yeah, or a finger pusher.
Oh yes. Yeah. No, I have checked an oil or two.
Okay.
Now as a male nurse, I've probably held more dicks than most whores. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is what you do. But I think though it'll be cool to have him on because I actually found some porn EMS calls.
You're kidding.
Yes, I did while we were doing it. So when he comes on, I have like 5 emergencies we're gonna talk about.
Yeah, because right now him and his girl are at Rockville, so he'll be available next week. So we'll set something up.
And that's some of the stuff I want to talk to him about because it seemed like wherever you look
Rockville?
at, like he seems like his bios is
The EDC of rock music. Like they got Metallica over there. They got
down Metallica's playing 2 days in Daytona Beach.
yep.
Yeah.
Like $600 was like for bad seats. I was like, holy shit.
I mean,
No,
it's a
thanks.
3-day festival.
Yeah.
3 or 4 days. No, it started today.
Yeah, so that's one of the things I wanted to talk to him about because his bio kind of says he has a girlfriend, like he's a straight dude.
Yeah.
But I'm just interested, man. How somebody,
He says, I have questions.
Yes, yeah, I do too. Oh yeah, yeah. You got some questions, birthday buddy, bro?
I'm sure I can think of some.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll send her a link to some of the scenes or
Yeah.
his bio on
I mean,
Pornhub.
I'm a little curious.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
I bet
Yeah.
you are.
Don't be
You know?
jealous.
Yeah. Have you ever checked Jason's oil at all?
I keep trying, but he won't let me.
Jason, you don't want to let your oil
It's
be
called.
checked?
It's an exit only.
Yeah.
Exit only player.
That's
So you
right.
haven't let her go into the thick of it?
No.
Ew.
You can come in, so yeah, it's
He
absolutely.
is very strongly against it.
Well, I'm not comfortable with it.
Like I've
Like she
never
can
known
get
butt
this close
cheeks
to
could
me.
clinch
I'm like,
that.
whoa, what are you doing?
He
What are you doing?
can turn a
We do it back
coal
there.
into a pearl.
Yeah.
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 Jamie, you ever checked a man's oil before?
You know she has.
That's all. That's the only answer I know.
She's like, that's why I don't have nails.
Oh, maybe that's why he won't let me.
No, you better cut. Oh,
Yeah, you go whatever you want.
oh, there it is. Yep, there it is.
We'll be back.
We're back.
We're back. We're back.
So it's funny as shit. That laugh was great. That's priceless. See, that's what I needed to be able to do this Irish pop now.
Oh, here we go.
So remember, you gotta like drop. I'm about to pull the microphone here backwards.
Oh, that's right.
You gotta drop it in.
What's that?
Fireball.
You gotta drop it in and drink it
I
before
ain't
it
doing
curls.
that
Ready?
shit.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, God. Look at you guys go. You're so good at that.
Oh, that was bad. That is horrible. Oh, wash this down with an official American beer.
And some Jack Daniels.
Oh, that's delicious.
I'm in a mess over here.
Oh,
We all did.
with you?
I didn't.
Did you get money shot all over you?
So we got a comment from Kay. Any
Yeah.
old guy watching porn and masturbating when I arrived from his home health visit was a weird moment. Oh, an old guy.
Oh,
So,
That-
okay, let me ask you this, because I actually had a moment that scarred me for life.
yes.
Was it somebody masturbating in triage?
We've got to like get to Jason's call. He's so excited about this.
I
He's got.
really
He's
want
got
to give it to
Then
you.
I'll forego my story.
No, but hold on to it. Okay,
Okay.
I just want because Jason's so excited. He's gonna give me a scenario.
And he's probably
So,
a little worried to forget.
In full disclosure,
I won't forget.
I don't know what this call is.
Correct.
No,
we have
he
not
does not.
discussed
This is
this.
legitimately.
We have not
like,
discussed this.
live on the air.
Nobody has heard. I haven't even heard it.
So this is the cool thing about it, and I'm gonna make this announcement right now. Right now, there is the formation of the Rescue Company One
Oh, yeah.
All-Star
All stars.
Dream team.
team that's gonna be competing for the Florida Cup this year, starting with Fire East in January. Obviously, I'm gonna be a member of that team. We cannot announce the other 3 members of this team yet.
I'm telling you, you're pulling a
We
Mr.
got-
You're
Where
pulling a
is
Oh,
Mr.
that?
I have gone out and recruited. We have the Yankees of teams coming up. I'm competing with no pants on. I'm just telling you on right now because I am kicking some
Yeah.
ass on
Are
this
you
shit.
gonna wear the PBR underwear?
Maybe. I'm
would be
I'm
I
showing
also
up.
still have Jason's Bolivia underwear. You could borrow that.
Yeah,
You know, PBR Speedo.
You don't want.
I am showing up. I am showing up with a blood pressure cuff and a stethoscope to this shit,
Yeah.
and no pants. And I'm kicking
gonna
some
be
ass.
there for that.
Yes, yeah.
absolutely.
I'll
So-
be your bodyguard.
Yeah. So Jason, give me the call. Give
All
it
right.
to me.
All right. So what I want to preface this with is that
That's a big fucking word.
Preface.
yeah, preface. We're gonna preface.
You're from Lake County, so you can go ahead and speak some.
So
Allegedly.
you know,
Allegedly.
a lot of times when I give scenarios to people, or other people have given scenarios like, oh, well, that would never really happen. That doesn't. Okay,
Fucker, I saw it.
right.
Yeah, synced
I was there. I know.
Synced it,
And
yeah.
this is one of those
Yeah.
scenarios. So, without giving too much information out there,
Go ahead, sir.
we're
Proceed, gentlemen.
responding. You're called to a call for a seizure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh.
right, seizure.
I'm
So
epileptic.
you're on your way there. You're probably about 5 minutes away from the scene.
Male or
And-
female?
Well, you don't
don't
know
know.
anything.
You don't
You don't
know
know anything.
yet.
Gotcha.
You're working in
Dispatch is working on it.
a rural fire department
We're still on the line.
that
Yeah.
pages everything out as emergency, and then eventually they'll downgrade you.
Maybe.
Gotcha.
So hopefully
Probably not.
we don't get in an accident
Most
on the way
likely
there
they
for
will.
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
bullshit. But whatever. So you get there, right?
Yes.
You pull up, and there's this old lady standing at the front door, and she's out there smoking a cigarette.
Gotcha.
So she's like, "Oh yeah, they're in there. They're in there."
Lake County, I'd be worried if she wasn't.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
I mean,
Very-
yeah.
seriously, So true.
She's a meth
Right.
lookout if
Right.
she ain't got no fucking cigarettes. You know what I mean? That's my thing. Go ahead.
All right. So you are entering the scene.
Scene safe, BSI.
It's scene as safe as you know, and you do have all of your
Kind of,
BSI.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Possibly. You don't see anything
Do
bad.
we really ever know? No, we don't. We don't.
Hey, so am I walking? Is a trailer? You know, my trailer.
It is a house. It is-
Okay,
no,
check.
that's a legitimate question.
Yeah.
It's a house.
It's not a trailer with skirting on it. Like
No.
people don't know that they're not in Lake County will know what skirting is in a trailer.
Well, like when you walk up, what really tells you the trailer? Yeah, that's just a given. But
Yeah.
when there's no skirting or it's broken, that's when you know.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I need to watch my back.
Or the
Need to be
tires are
careful.
put back on it. Like people are leaving.
Yeah, exactly.
We
They may
dropped the
leave when
tires
you're
on
in
this
there.
shit. Yeah.
All right.
So anyway,
So you walk in.
Scene safe, BSI, number of
Done.
patients.
Well, you're walking in, and as far as you know, there's one patient because that's what you were told.
So my general impression is, as I'm looking at this patient, they look awake. That
Okay, so you walk in, and the wife's like, "Yeah, here he is over here. I don't know what's going on with him. You know, there he is." And
So-
and the patient, you see, he's sitting on a couch, and he's
Yeah.
just like,
oh,
So he has restless leg syndrome?
Oh,
right,
see?
exactly.
He knocked out the
We said-
headphones.
We
yeah,
lost.
yeah, yeah. You
Oh,
keep
there we
knocking
go.
the headphones out when you were doing your
Stop
I-
with your feet.
I'm sorry, I have
so
to move.
wiggly.
your
I
boog-
have to-
your when you were doing your boogaloo. The
Try
headphones
sleeping
went
with
away.
this shit every
Yeah.
night. Every night.
Ladies, if you'd like to sleep with me, dial.
We are taking applications.
Come on
Go
with it.
ahead, deal with Amanda. I'd
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
to see that.
Yeah, there'll be somebody gonna get cut. So
And it won't be
So
Amanda.
the dude is like doing
Nope.
the dude's doing like a dance on the couch
Yeah,
and shit.
he's just moving,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So right away I'm gonna go.
Where's
this
the meth
is,
lab?
This is yeah. At least we know his airway's open right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's sitting up, right? Yep. All right. Cool. So skin color, temperature, and condition.
Look, everything looks normal from what you can see. I'm not giving you anything unless you ask me.
Okay. Yeah, and I
Just
go,
see
sir. You know, responds to me. Does he look my way? That's what he says, right?
Nothing.
Okay,
What
okay,
was
cool.
that again?
Yeah. Black, white man. Anything?
He's white.
A white man. Copy.
Does he have
Approximately
scabs all over
like
his face?
220. What's that? No.
Is he
So to give you a general impression, he's not like a meth head. Absolutely nothing. Nothing
house is
like
clean or anything
Yeah,
like that?
yeah, the house is
Everything
clean.
order,
Smell
everything
like
cool.
meth.
Yeah,
No, nothing
yeah.
like
Crack.
that.
Yeah.
So to give you
Pot.
a little bit more
Yeah.
information,
Hair
the
on.
person at the front door was the neighbor. Okay,
Oh.
and then the wife is inside, and that's who you met first, and she's
Okay.
pointing you. Oh, he's over here.
Okay, so I obviously he's confused, not responding to anything I'm saying.
No, he's not.
Is the
Okay.
neighbor part of
Does
the
he look-
triangle?
Hold on, does he localize the pain or anything like that?
All he does when you even try to go to him, he's just.
Pulls away, so he localizes and stuff. So,
Okay,
so
we
right
got a
now,
question in the
Hold on a
audience.
second. Hold on. Eyes are open.
Eyes are
No.
open-ish.
Yeah.
Open.
Like
So-
he's
so
moving
I don't know
what that
around.
means.
So
What's
we're gonna,
open?
so we're gonna give him a 4,
Okay.
and he's like incoherent words. So I'm gonna give him like a 3 there.
All right.
So we got 4, 5, 6, 7
Incoherent
so
words
far?
is like 2.
Or 2? Liz, you want to give him a 2? Okay, so we got 5
Well,
and
he's
6.
not speaking
And then
words.
he's localizing, so that's another 5. So what we got, 11?
Or 6,
Sure.
5, 11, yeah.
Yeah, right?
More
So we
than
got
8.
11, right? So we got a GCS 11.
Okay.
Airway's not my priority right now.
Absolutely not.
Okay, cool. So
Absolutely
I'm looking
not.
at that. So I'm looking at pupils real quick.
Pupils are good.
All right. Does he follows no commands or any of that shit, right?
He does not follow any
All right,
commands.
all right, blood
When
pressure.
you talk to him, he just is like, "Mama."
Does he have a? Go ahead.
Is there any
Mama.
flashing lights in the house?
No flashing lights.
Is there any distinctive smell in the house?
No.
Okay.
Everything is fine.
Not like crack.
Jason's got a pretty good smeller.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So let me get
Remind me of that later.
Jason.
Go.
Oh,
Go ahead.
glucose.
Okay. So, how would you like to get the glucose?
Oh, I'm gonna hold him down and get a glucose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's fighting
gonna-
you.
he's gonna
fighting
sit on
you
him.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Grab
So,
a finger.
okay.
Like if anybody that knows me, you only gonna fight for so long.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give
Before
you.
you get medicated.
I'm gonna give you a couple holds,
Yeah, but
and like
but
basically
Caesar,
you're gonna get wiggly, and then
Yeah.
I go, okay.
Now,
Caesar's strength is almost is equal to retard strength.
I am
Jason
never.
has retard
I have
strength.
never gotten to the hospital with somebody with special people strength awake.
right.
I've never held it.
I'm pretty sure that's
especially-
And a lot of
story.
people go, Carlos, man,
I'm just
you're
saying,
pretty
I've
heavy.
worked
On,
at the hospital.
You're pretty heavy on the medications. But see, my brother Lewis is a paraplegic. He got thrown out of the back of an ambulance
Oh,
by a psych patient. So God made medicines. I give you to you. Like I will give you an opportunity not to be crazy.
Well,
I'm gonna
especially
take
in a
the fuck out of that
helicopter,
crazy.
you don't want anybody to.
Yeah,
to
there's
Yeah.
no time for
You
that.
know,
There's
but-
no time for that.
yeah.
You know,
Anywhere. Listen,
Yeah.
there's no time for that in the ER. There's no time for
Seven-
that anywhere.
I can tell you right
Anywhere.
now, seven helicopters have been brought down by psych patients.
Is that all?
7.
Yeah,
that are
exactly. I'm
documented
surprised.
psych patients
That's-
brought the helicopter down. Yes, ma'am.
I would expect more.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so anyways, like I'm gonna get a sugar.
All right. So
I'm
you get a sugar. It's normal.
normal. Yeah, I didn't think it was a sugar. Skin's not wet, right?
Nope.
You know, I tell
Everything
people all the
is
time, like
perfectly
I said, moist skin, LOC issues. If you got a good radio pulse, if you got a good radio pulse, is a sugar problem.
Right.
And poor radio, you got a cardiovascular
Yep.
issue.
His
So-
wife is right there, so you can ask her whatever you
Yeah.
want to
So
ask
what
her.
kind of medical problems this guy got?
Oh man, no. He nothing really. You know, he takes a couple medications. I'll find him. I'll find him here in a second.
Cool. Does she bring the medicines out?
Yeah.
I'm just saying that part of the
Any-
instructions are please gather any medications.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
you
have
know,
them ready.
Last
That
night,
never
I was
happens
watching
to
my
us.
dispatch show on Oxygen. They're not an official sponsor, but they do have a dispatch show on Wednesday nights. Let me tell you, some cool shit happens on that shit. Like, you get a whole perspective of the dispatcher in this fucking thing. Like, the house fire, like, it's almost like that lady was searching at her desk. She's like, fucking get up there. You know, she's like, these motherfuckers, and the guy we can't get upstairs. And then all of a sudden he goes, oh, we have people. And then she goes, oh, they're going to be dead. You know, like, I mean,
Oh, really?
she's true. Like, he's
Yeah.
like, you know, it took the firefighters that long to get there, like, in there, like,
Yeah.
to get to the person. Till they found them, you know, she's like, shit. It's like she's holding her breath the whole time, you know? So
Yeah, that's hard.
crazy. I also want to talk to you about that. All right, so
Okay.
did she bring the medicines back? Do we know any history or anything like this?
Yeah, so the biggest history that you get out of it
Yes.
is she says that he had an issue with his heart, and they did some kind of a procedure last week
Yeah.
on his heart.
So,
Oh.
They,
Did he have vegetation?
so you know,
I think it was
On
I
his
think it was
valves.
called AFib.
So they cardioverted
atrial
him.
fibrillation, right? So listen. So let's reverse, because when we teach in class and we tell people all the time, assessment is the biggest fucking thing you can get through. And if you get disorganized, kind of like we worked this here a little bit, you're gonna be searching for zebras when there's really horses.
Exactly,
You know what
and
I mean?
it's so hard to do that verbally versus being there.
Yeah.
I completely agree with that.
I do this in my head all
Yeah.
the time when I'm on call. So I'm gonna go. So right now, as I approach, I'm already prepped. I got all my equipment. I said all that BSI stuff and everything as we were
Yep.
going there, right?
Yep.
So the next thing that I'm getting at here is this. I'm gonna come up to the patient, and I know that I don't have an airway problem because the airway's open. He's
Yep.
moving air in and out. He's
Yep.
talking. He's
Yep.
like, boom. So airway's not a concern. B, right? Skin color, temperature, and condition. That doesn't look like there's a breathing problem.
Fine.
Chest is rising and falling. Air is moving out.
Yes.
Cool. I listen to lung sounds. They're clear.
Well, he doesn't let you do that.
Okay. Well, do the best I can. You
Yep.
say, but equal chest rise and fall. Rate rhythm and quality of breathing is
Sure.
normal, right?
Everything's good as far as you can see, but he literally will not let you do
Yeah.
anything.
So what's the rate? His respiratory rate? Is it fast, slow?
He doesn't know. He's going like this.
Yeah, I'm literally like if you're trying to even check his pulse.
Yeah.
Okay, check his pulse. Hey, let's get a blood pressure on him. To the point to where he literally wiggles himself down to the ground,
Okay.
and then
Very
at
cool.
that point, go.
All right. So I'm gonna give him 100 milligrams ketamine, intramuscular.
Okay, you don't have ketamine.
Oh,
What do I do?
I
The
don't.
ketamine is at the truck because this was a seizure patient, and you walked in with just your normal stuff, and so you don't have ketamine.
So basically, if you are gonna handcuff me to tell me that I can't get there, then you're fucking me up.
I'm
'Cause
sorry.
Yeah, because
this is legit though. You
will
know?
not work there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, backing up.
All right.
we
So
can get to the
I'll
guy.
tell you what I did.
Yeah, go ahead.
Unless you want to keep going.
Yeah, well, but if you're gonna tell me that ain't gonna work, then
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get to your conclusion. that you
I
want.
know. I know.
Now, if you want me to like have two giant dicks in my hand and talk, and then tell me what you fucked up, then you want to do that. You want to tell me what you fucked up, or you want me to get through the call?
Go for it.
Okay.
You go for
So
it.
I'm sedating the motherfucker so I can assess him.
Okay.
Because you
All
can't
right.
get to if you can't assess, you can't get this dude.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
I do not disagree with you.
So once I got
It's
him,
just not everybody has that option. So-
yeah, I mean, like at Orlando, we didn't have ketamine at the time, so we would have.
Yeah, but you have 5 guys to relax.
Yeah, Verse said Giadon would have
Yep.
done the job.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
he'd be down and I'd be assessing. No,
Yep.
allegedly, that's exactly how we put the
I
motherfucker.
didn't
Yeah.
say allegedly. I said eventually.
Before that, we had Haldol
Yep.
out of it. Like, hey, listen, people stop moving.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not against you. Absolutely.
So
You're
we're
right.
we're gonna restrain. We're gonna get, and I'm gonna assess.
Okay.
And I want to assess this guy because that's
Okay.
what you're gonna do. Like,
All right.
you're not gonna try to assess a moving target.
Okay. So now he's sedated enough to where you can assess him.
All right,
What
so-
would you want? What do you
Respiratory rate and tidal CO2.
Entitled CO2 is 35. Respiratory rate's probably 20.
Okay, good. Oxygenation.
Oxygen 100%.
Sun is what's a monitor?
Your monitor shows a rate of about 200 to 230.
Oh
Hey.
shit! All right, yeah. Pulse.
Yep. It's
Feel it?
irregular,
Yeah.
and it corresponds with your monitor.
Oh man, but see, that's a good question. See, so we got an altered mental state in a dysrhythmia.
Yep.
Oh man,
But this is the thing.
I got a Metallica song for this motherfucker.
Seizure. Paged out as a seizure.
Yeah, man. So we got
Yeah.
AFib.
Well, a lot
right?
of times cardiac events happen and they look like seizures.
You're right. Absolutely.
And that lady
Absolutely.
probably
Yeah.
said, I don't know, he's just flopping around on the couch.
So you know,
Now that's a great question for the dispatcher.
Yeah.
Because you would know like what kind of questioning she would ask. She might just give her something like that, and then it would be automatically given as a seizure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and you just don't know what you got walking in there too.
Nope.
But it's an interesting thing because I always tell people what makes a person unstable on any medical question.
A crazy ex.
Yeah,
Altered mental status.
Altered mental status.
Hypotension.
Hypotension, or loss of distal pulses. You got to use one or the other, right? And then respiratory distress related to pulmonary edema. That's an unstable patient, right? So this guy, I'm going to cardiovert him, 200 joules.
All right. So you synchronize cardiovert at protocol is 100. So you start with that.
Yeah, I
And-
mean, I'm gonna read what the ACLS manual says, and I'm gonna say,
Yeah,
I'm
hey,
gonna do
you-
what the cardiologists say we should do.
You
I'm
gotta
not
do-
out there. Look at that man
Oh,
scrub
hey!
up there,
That would have been funny.
Yeah.
There's
So-
another one
yeah.
too. He'll come out in
yeah.
a second.
All
They
right.
both
Well, you
went
better
in there
stop
with their
him. You better
drink.
stop.
You think that they're
All right. So
Yeah.
so you
Right
do-
there.
All right.
Yeah, see,
Wait. We have a question for you. Go back in the.
We got an AFib scenario going on right here. So we actually see I have a
An
medical.
AFib scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So are you a
Are
medical
you a
personnel?
medical professional?
Nah, he's like, he ain't getting up.
Oh, now this guy,
Yeah.
he looks like he knows. He looks like he
Yeah.
knows.
So
Say that one more time.
we
What's
have
the question?
we got AFib like at 210. With a person altered mental status. We talk about cardioversion here. And so he's going 100
It's like I'm
joules
drinking.
versus 200 joules. I say 200 joules because to start.
So technically, the ACLS says you start like 120.
Yeah,
But what do we really do?
yeah, 200 joules. Yep.
Why is that?
Why would you start small?
Go big or go home.
That's it. That's true.
He's probably from
You could
Texas.
get- You could get it back on the first shot.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
now I will tell you this. Our protocols were 50, so we actually did increase it to start at 100.
yeah.
So that's better than what it was.
So, but
This
like
is-
the reality.
This is
So
a
like,
podcast that we talk about medical stuff. Just letting you know.
Fire?
Yeah.
So like he's right. So like the ACLS says 120 to 200 joules.
Right.
But when you look at that ACLS Experience Provider Manual, right, it says irregular or wide responds to a 200 joule setting more often than not.
And guess what he responded to?
200 joules.
200?
He did. Responded to 200.
I don't waste my time, man.
What?
I don't waste my time on there.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
know, so 200 joules,
You want us
AFib.
to count?
Yeah. So he initially, the 100 synchronized cardio
Yeah.
version didn't work, but he shocked the shit out of him, and he gets up. He gets back. He gets off the floor, goes to the sofa, and then we do the second synchronized cardio version of 200.
This one fucks.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
She She says she doesn't think cardio version's a real word.
Oh,
I'm
really?
saying that it has to do with your heart being in the correct rhythm.
You speaking to the microphone? Go ahead now.
Yeah.
He was saying that cardioversion has to be within the correct rhythm of your heart. And I
Yeah.
said you have arrhythmia, that's when your heart is not in the correct rhythm.
Yes.
But I don't think that cardioversion is a real word.
No, it is. It's
Am I allowed to cuss right now?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know what
say
y'all
whatever.
are doing.
Oh
You
So
can say
I think you're
fuck
fucking
shit.
with me.
Yeah.
And then it's a different word.
Yeah. No, it is a real word. It's in the book.
Did you look it up?
Yes,
But it's
ma'am.
a
Yes, in the book.
procedure.
Yeah.
But it's a procedure, not. It's an act of doing something, not a.
It's a verb.
It's a verb.
Yeah.
It's a verb.
I call it a
Verb, an
verb.
adjective. For law, it's a verb. So what's the subject that we're discussing?
Well, we discussed a lot of things. We were just talking about porn a little bit ago, and then we went into AFib, RVR.
So you have to have a good heart for that.
yes.
So I see the connection there.
So we went to. So it's a medical podcast that we do.
Okay.
Yeah, critical care, transport medicine, but we talk about a lot of other shit too. You know,
Okay.
doesn't matter.
So tell her about the patient. Like, why were we cardioverting?
Oh, so he's an altered mental status patient. Came in as a seizure, but it's just a guy acting weird on a couch with a heart rate of 200 irregular.
I didn't hear the after what you said was seizure.
He's just acting weird, like AFib, RVR, 200.
Like, not actually saying words, being incredibly erratic.
Yeah.
So the seizure, you don't know what it's from then. It's not epilepsy, it's
No,
something
it
else.
wasn't even
We're
a
Pretty
real
sure
seizure.
it's not a
It's-
seizure.
Yeah, it's just
It's
a man
somebody saying he's flopping around on the couch.
getting
Oh,
shaky.
Jamie took the hoodie off.
Oh yeah, Jamie.
Jamie's the shit.
Hey.
Y'all know
Yeah.
Jamie?
She's
Oh,
amazing.
yeah,
Do I know
She's
Jamie?
best.
Hey, Jamie.
Oh, we have a camera on Jamie.
We still haven't seen the shorts, Jamie.
Yeah,
Excuse me?
we got Jamie shorts. Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
point.
We know.
That's
So your podcast is about medical issues?
Yeah, well, it's about everything, but it's mostly we try to talk about some medicine over here. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be educational.
What kind of what
Robbie's-
do you do?
Robbie's
What do I do? I
Yeah.
do, I'm a project manager for a construction company. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
deal with like big projects, multifamily, things
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
oh, that's awesome.
So coordinating budget,
Yeah.
schedule.
We do CPR for like the construction people.
It's a little more important, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So are you with like AMR? Or are you with the county or the
no,
city?
So we own this
No.
company called the Rescue Company One, right? That's us. And
Okay.
then I'm a flight nurse. I have to say allegedly because we're on this podcast, but like here in Orlando.
So in
Somewhere
Orlando?
Yeah, yeah.
wearing
Okay,
a red
cool.
suit.
My husband was airlifted before. He broke his neck. So he got airlifted from Melbourne.
Oh yeah.
Over,
I used to
yeah.
work
First
for.
flight?
I used to work for Melbourne helicopter
Okay.
over there. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, man, that was good.
And what
Nice
do
to
you
meet
do? Oh, I'm sorry.
good.
What do you do?
I'm a nurse in the
You're a
ER.
nurse. And what do you do?
You know what? I really don't know what I do.
Fair enough.
Right now, I'm just talking about
Are you a
He
medic or
he
what?
used to be a Chilean miner.
ish.
Ish?
Medic-ish.
Okay,
Yeah.
you?
I'm the cop.
He's the
Yeah,
cop.
yeah.
I'm a cop.
Yeah, the cop.
He's the cop.
He's here for safety.
cop.
Yeah, he's,
You're the kappa. And you?
he's here for safety.
I'm the boss.
You're the boss.
He is the
That's
boss.
what's up.
All right,
And
so
you?
you,
That I've taken your microphone from you?
you cardiovert your patient, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
200 joules. All right. The rate starts climbing back up.
So he come back. So He's at 200 joules. Is he talking, making more sense? or
At
anything
this
like that?
point, yes, he is completely alert
you.
and able to talk to you.
What's my blood pressure, man?
And now you can get a blood pressure, and now you can get an IV.
Yeah.
At this point, he's not fighting you like crazy.
So what's my blood pressure?
All right,
doing?
your blood pressure is normal, 130 over 70.
Let's do some Cardazen, man. 0.25 milligrams per kilo. Let's give him 20 milligrams.
All right, you do that, and it still keeps climbing.
Yo, man. Then
He's still good though.
Yeah.
Like you
What's
want
the
to
heart
talk,
rate?
you want to talk to him. He'll answer your questions.
cool. And like I
Do his answers make sense?
They do.
Oh.
At this point, yeah. No, like you can ish. I'm gonna say that.
so I
Ish.
give him 20 milligrams
So no.
now,
Ish.
and then I could consider doing a 0.35 milligrams per kilo.
Okay.
Of 25 milligrams.
Okay, cool. So you do that, and then yes, it starts. Legit starts coming down.
Blood pressure still good.
Blood pressure's perfect.
Fluids. I give him a little bit of a 20 per kilo. Just to
His
kinda cover
pressure's
my
been
bases
good
and
the entire
stuff.
time.
O2, nasal cannula. And then, I'm going to do some neural status, right? I'm going to do neurovascular status on him because I don't want to make sure a clot didn't get pushed up there or something like that.
That's a great question.
so-
That's a great question.
Yeah.
So his neurostatus is actually pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah,
So
there's
the grips are
no
equal,
deficits.
no arm dress, anything,
Yep.
slurred words, all the stuff.
Yep.
So,
Yep. grab a chair.
Yeah,
Grab a chair.
So when you the thing is like this is by the way, people that have not seen me compete yet, like y'all should be fucking scared because I'm on the motherfucking game.
Compete in what?
Hey,
I
like,
know.
oh man, so we do
Yeah.
these medical competitions.
Okay.
Yeah, you go out and they give you these scenarios that are kind of crazy, and
They're crazy. They're completely crazy.
I just signed
never
up.
happened.
I just signed up an all-star team
Okay.
for the season coming up, and we're gonna kick some ass.
So you have to essentially, let's think like a race team, right? Where you're
Yes,
doing,
ma'am,
Yes.
you're replacing exchanging tires, whatever,
Worst-
filling up
That is
things like that,
literally
right?
that is like the best way you could explain it.
Yeah, worst
That's
case scenario.
Yeah, perfectly.
So
Yeah,
same
well-
type of thing like pit crew,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
But for medical.
Yeah, that you're right. That's the right name for it. Pit crew.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, that's a big term in our industry right now called pit crew CPR.
Okay.
So, like a lot of the places that are successful at resuscitating people, they do like these pit crew. Like everybody has a job, and secondary jobs sometimes depending on the amount of people you have. And these are the people
talking
that,
about that last week.
yeah, they're the,
So if you were talking about it last week, what's your input on Travis Scott concert then?
man. You skipped to like line number 5 on my notes. Yeah, we're talking about that.
We gotta hold that off. We gotta finish this at least. We gotta finish this.
Well, listen. I think I fixed the motherfucker, right? Did I get to the conclusion?
Like, who's in charge there, right? That's the main question.
You know
Let's
what?
talk to the lady right
He
here.
is.
Yeah.
Listen, I think I pointed out your man. He's pointed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Moving on.
So the only additional thing we did a 12 lead, and obviously with that heart rate at that long, he had ischemia going on.
Absolutely.
Ended up being a cardiac alert. To
Was
the
he still
hospital.
AFib the whole time?
He was. Yes.
What's your PR interval on an AFib?
There is no PR in.
Yeah, well, goddamn right there is. Well,
You can't ask me that. Come on.
That's the thing right there, right? Though, so
Great question.
What?
oh,
What?
So to outsiders, PR, AFib, you're saying how long you were able to go with resuscitating somebody? Is that what you're asking?
no, like PR interval is like is the
So
interval.
when you see that little squiggly line on the EKG,
Because PR to me is personal record, so personal best. And I'm thinking like, oh, you were able to resuscitate someone
Yeah.
within so much
it's
time.
a measurement in the squiggly line.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's interesting though, because let me ask you this though, because a lot of people like to throw this shit out. I watched the dude teach a whole 12 league class one time. I won't mention this guy's name. 'Cause I'm not gonna embarrass him.
It may rhyme with what?
No.
This is right.
So check this shit out though. I'm watching this dude teach, and then I give him almost the same type scenarios. You got this tachycardia. It's like in the 200 beats per minute, and he just got finished doing an axis deviation lecture, right? So, what would the axis deviation be on this AFib patient?
Now that's a great question because axis deviation is not one of my specialties.
Yeah.
I know like 0 to 90 is normal,
Yeah.
but beyond that, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I
So
don't- I
it's
don't
just
like
funny when you
Does it change the way you treat somebody?
It could, I guess, if you would talk about it. I mean, you
Could
could. Well, it could if you do the right thing. It should change
Okay.
because it'll be an extreme right axis deviation. It'd be greater. It'd be like a negative 80 or more.
it. Right.
More negative than negative 80. You know
Right.
what I mean? So,
Yeah.
just throwing a little thing out there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people out there that think I just don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
No,
Fuck
yeah,
yourself.
no, you
Yeah.
definitely do. You definitely know what
He's
you're
like,
talking about.
"Well, go fuck yourself on that." I know I am drinking America's beer right now.
Hey, man.
And it's like, you know.
I wish I had America's beer,
Yeah,
but
well, we have birthday buddy.
Well,
Get
you
on
didn't ask.
there's nothing right here by
So-
my hand.
it. Somebody set up this Travis Scott scene.
Oh yeah.
So set up this. So set up this thing for me because Patricia was talking about this and we were talking.
Okay, so I went to Travis Scott concert a few years ago. It was very strange that there is a mosh pit in the floor for Travis Scott. Like you're thinking rap, right? There's not a mosh pit.
it's set up
Like
that
you're
way?
thinking like, oh yeah, it is definitely 100%. Like floor is mosh pit, 100%.
So Patricia, like, this is a country music concert, right?
No, Travis Scott is a rapper.
Oh, it's a rapper.
Yeah.
I thought it was country. too.
No.
I don't know what it is. So
Yeah,
no.
Sickle World, Antidote.
find a song. Play it on.
I will find you a song.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're at so this concert has a mosh pit.
That's
Basically,
Travis
where we're
Scott.
at. Yeah, that's where we're at.
This guy here.
Oh yeah. I still don't know like.
He still doesn't
Highest
know the
in the room. That's one of his songs. So that's where I come to where I'm like, okay, there's this 9-year-old that they have all this issue that he has no brainwaves anymore. You know, he's brain dead, and
This
they're
is from the
trying to
concert that
sue.
just happened.
Yes, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
He
why do
was
you have a
in a mosh
9-year-old
pit?
at a concert where one of the songs is
Is-
highest in
I
the
said the
room?
same
Mosh
thing.
pit?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
What?
a little bit of research
Here
was
is the
done
song for you guys to hear.
This is one of his business.
All right. So while that's playing,
Okay,
One-
well,
one-
I've heard this at my favorite establishment before, the DRs. There's a lot of ass shaking that happens to that song. So this when did this thing happen? This concert with
This past weekend.
So this past weekend, mosh pit happens. People start to get crushed. Right?
With
Well,
9-year-olds.
here's the backstory to a lot of all that happened, because in the on his Twitter feed, like right before the concert, it was sold out, completely sold out, 50,000 for 2 days. So a total of 100,000 tickets were sold, 50 each day. And he had told on his Twitter, oh, if in layman's terms, if you don't have a ticket, try and sneak in, jokingly. But here is the problem.
He's all about rage.
Exactly. So I don't want to say he insinuated the crowd to commence raiding the place, but you have thousands of people against that one fence, and literally like a funnel of human beings going through a small area trying to get into the Astro World concert.
So this is Houston. Is it Houston?
Correct.
Yes.
Is it Houston? So you know, like the biggest thing is you go to concerts that have mosh pits, right?
I've been to those.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna tell you this. Like when I was a fireman here in the city of Orlando, we would have some of these concerts. You get these off duties. One of the biggest ones we had was the Summer Sanitarium Tour. Yeah. And it was 2001 Summer Sanitarium Tour here at the Citrus Bowl. And when you work those concerts, I get goosebumps. You can work those concerts that are mosh pit prepared. You got to be prepped. You got to have a crew there because you're gonna get people that get pushed up against the fence, and you got to have those people there. And Rob, correct me if I'm wrong, because I remember the way this used to be is we would have the OPD. They're pulling people. They would pull the people, hand them to us. They would pull the people, hand them to us. And like we were prepped for mosh pits, and I've worked many of rock concerts, many of places. You know, the Electric Daisy Carnival type thing happening this weekend. And you know, like the different festivals and stuff where there is mosh pits, you got a crew ready to pull people out, and you just hand.
So they're saying this time it wasn't an actual mosh pit; it was just crushing. That everybody came forward.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, how much responsibility does he have? He can't see
That
so
ain't
much
on
as
him,
what's happening.
you know.
So
Except-
everybody wants to sue him, like it's his fault.
Well,
Except for
yeah.
when he stopped and he was addressing the fact that there were people getting crushed and he was calling for security
What-
and they
what
weren't
is
coming.
your-
So I haven't
we
seen
had a
that, but I've
question-
seen him like
question
watch
back.
people that were
Question
passed
back.
out. But like at the end of the day, you're at a Travis Scott concert, and one of your songs is highest in the room. You assume people are fucked up. Maybe they've just passed out from being.
Here's the
Hold on
thing.
a second.
Here's the thing.
Wait. I feel like we need another set of shots.
Yeah, there's some shots.
All right.
So adding to what you're saying right there, I agree with you 100%. But here's the thing. There is multiple video and different angles of the event where you have paramedics attending to people who are injured, if not dead, at this event. And people are screaming, stop the concert, stop the concert.
And he just
And
keeps
he
saying.
And
didn't stop.
he did not stop.
In his defense,
in
though,
sicko
can he
mode.
hear do stop the concert.
Well, you know,
You know
like-
what I'm
I feel
saying?
like when those people are right in
Yeah, but I'm
front
sorry.
of you,
If
you
you're
know
on
that some
stage and
shit's
you're doing
going
your
on.
thing, but like you see paramedics, not only in
Yes.
one spot but multiple spots,
You
wouldn't you,
stop.
as a human being, hold on, guys, let's just make sure this is okay, because I've seen people pass out at concerts, get knocked unconscious at a mosh pit at rock concerts, and the artists themselves stop, like yo, let's make sure he's okay. Let's make sure he's okay.
There's
I
actually.
definitely think when that ambulance was there, that's a difference.
Oh, that was
when
a big
people
one.
are passing out, he's thinking, y'all are just fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when there's an ambulance trying to cut through the crowd
Yeah,
that can't
I don't
get
know.
through, that's
I don't know what responsibility he holds in that whole respect, but like I could tell you this, what you're describing, I bet you right now you can go on YouTube and find out like 5 or 6 different concerts where Axl Rose is telling people, "Hey, I'm not going to play another song unless y'all start behaving."
Right.
Or there's a Limp Bizkit one where he's like, "Hey,
that's a LinkedIn or Linkin Park. Sorry, Linkin
yep.
Park. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the other Las Vegas big concert that there was a shooting
Jason
at.
Aldean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, they
Stopped
stopped
immediately.
immediately.
Well, ish. It wasn't immediately,
No,
because,
I mean,
but it's not his fault. I'm not saying it's his
I mean,
fault.
I think
Because-
I love his
he-
ish.
Well, it's because he was like, "Hey, what is that?" He didn't.
Well,
Well,
he
but
didn't-
that was gunshots,
Yeah.
so that's a little bit different. And it
well,
was
they
coming
don't
from
they
the
don't
hotel
realize
across
that
the
there's
street.
gunshots.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
as
That's
soon
the
as
thing.
people
I'm
started screaming and falling out, he was done.
Yes, he did.
I can tell you
He
this,
did.
the I think the article Miss Jody wrote on the dude from the Pulse. There's when you read a lot of his stories and stuff like that. Initially, he doesn't know that that's what's going on.
Yeah.
And like I know that from
That
just
was the DJ.
yeah, DJ, yeah.
Yeah.
So like for me, like that night, I'm down the street. I don't know what's going on either. It sounded like fireworks to me too, unless you were.
You were in Vegas when that happened?
No, he
No,
was
no,
in
I was
Orlando
at
when
the
it
Pulse.
happened.
That was the
Pulse.
Pulse.
Oh,
Pulse,
okay,
not
okay.
Pulse shooting. So like to me, I don't know that's what's going on, but I could tell you from this things that I've seen from spinning records on a stage before is like a lot of times you're in the headset or you're on the record. You don't know that that's what's going on.
right.
So like if I'm throwing and that's back. By the way, I want to fucking say this. This is back in the day when I didn't have a fucking laptop.
There was an actual record.
You know what I mean?
Record.
And that's the concern with Travis Scott is there's people in the cameraman's face saying,
Yeah.
stop the concert, stop the concert. There's people,
Yeah.
dying
But
in
you
the...
may not know though. Like he may not know. So I don't know what responsibilities do you as an entertainer hold
Right.
in that respect? Like I don't think
Well, hell, how many?
yeah, another round of shots.
And I think they were calling for shots.
Yeah.
Shot.
Give her one too, please.
Well, Carlos, you,
Oh,
Not
yes.
the Irish car bomb.
Carlos, you probably know, like
Normal
being
one.
on a stage. I've been on stages for
I'm
another company that I
good with
worked for.
Irish car bombs,
If
but
you have
the
the
rest
lights
of
in your
these
face,
pussies
the
can't
stage,
handle
all you're seeing is just the tops of heads. You're not really seeing. I mean, it's hard to see too. So
Yeah,
when
they
you say,
show
hey,
them on a
Hold
you
on,
should
stage.
stop
hold
it.
your thought, Ron.
Hold on a second. We're
Remember
gonna
Washington
finish
Apple?
our shot conversation.
Washington Apples, that's Crown.
All right, are we good?
I could do a Washington apple.
You're down?
Yeah, let's do Washington Apples. That's fine.
All right, cool.
We'll do
Spin out. You can stir Jason's
So
with a
not
good Jack
Irish
Jack.
car bombs, Washington apples.
I have a little one
For
in
everybody.
my bag over here.
Okay, left-hand turn. I have a
All right,
question.
wait. Rob
Hold
had
on,
a
hold on.
point. Go ahead.
Rob, go ahead,
So
Rob.
I was gonna say I've been on stages before, and Carlos, you can attest to being a DJ. All they're looking for is all the lights in your face, and being on a stage. I've been in front of 2,000-3,000 people. All you're seeing is tops of heads. I can't see if you have a white shirt, if everyone's wearing all black, and whether the guy has a medic. It's hard to differentiate.
The door you're standing
Straight in
right
front
at.
of you.
Yep.
There you go.
Camouflage.
Yeah.
Reading's hard.
My man's got some pink
That's
on.
true story.
My man coordinated.
It was purple, actually.
Yeah.
Is it
Huh?
PJ night?
Yeah.
Like PJ's like.
But no, I agree with
pajamas.
what you're saying. It's hard to see what's going
So
on
it's-
when you have all these lights in your
It's
face.
hard when you're being blinded for him to look and tell, hey, but the thing too is if they're passed out, are they on the floor? Are the medics on the floor working on them to where you're not seeing them?
Yeah, so listen, man, my thing is with this dude is this guy responsible? And my thing is,
I
well,
don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. Because
I don't-
That promoter hires people
I only think
for that shit.
because he made the comments and he advertised rushing through those gates, and that's what started it. Is the people rushing through and avoiding the security stop.
His Twitter, which he had put up a day before the event, was taken down, but of course people screenshot that shit. And I mean, I don't want to like, compare apples to oranges, but like it's kind of like with the whole insurrection of the Capitol kind of thing, where you can kind of push the crowd, and the crowd pushed through.
Well, I mean, you can also do this. Is like, hey, listen, like I can, tell people, hey, come try to steal money out of my bank, and it's up to the security company to fucking stop them.
Yeah,
right?
but the venue. I mean, you're at his event. I feel as an artist, you have the responsibility to stop what's going on. And there's video of him making eye contact with the people who are recording these events.
Yeah, he could have stopped. Yeah, I guess that's where you get him at. But he could have stopped, or check this shit out. And this is the other thing. So, see, a lot of people don't study history, and this is what problem happened. This is a problem with this whole generation. Oh, these people don't think about this.
Okay,
right? The James Hetfield gets burnt in a Canadian concert, right? So Metallica opening for Guns N' Roses. This guy gets burnt during the concert, right?
Like his body on fire.
Yeah, he catches on fire because the pyrotechnic gets him, right? So Axl Rose comes back out to try to play off the set of Metallica. You know what I'm saying? He comes back out to try to play off the set for Metallica, but he's upset because fucking James Hetfield is fucking burnt. Like, he's going to the hospital. He's like, I can't fucking continue to play this, and he stops the concert. The biggest fucking riot, look this shit up, in Canadian history happens.
That's
right
Canada.
After that.
That's Canada.
But what I'm saying is Axl Rose responsible for making the crowd pissed off because he didn't continue the concert?
But that's a different
It depends on the venue. I'm sorry for saying this,
Yeah.
but I'm sorry for interrupting. But it also depends on the venue and the people attending the concert. Because here's what happened a few years ago here in Orlando. Elton John was at the Amway, was not feeling good. Literally cancels his show. People were like, "It's okay. It's all right. We're gonna go home."
You're talking about a rapper versus anybody going to Ellen John's concert.
I'm going to James Taylor this Sunday night. So
I'd rather go to Elton John.
if he cancels, I'm just going back to EDC.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Elton John.
But my question is who is responsible in his ear
I think
when you're
that-
in the moment and you can't hear what's going on? All these video people saying stop the concert. He can't hear that. There's music, there's pyrotechnics, there's all the things.
I don't think there's no
But who
responsibility.
is responsible to be in his ear to say, hey, this has gotten out of control?
Yeah.
That's where I think the
Manager.
problem lies.
Yeah, and I think the other thing too is that you got to plan for the worst case scenario when you're in a situation like
I think
that.
Chuck would be a great person to ask.
I think that'd be more like security. Like if he posted that like a couple days before saying, hey, rush the gates, then I think
he
that
should
should
be
be on
prepared.
security
And that's
saying,
the
hey, they know that this is coming. Like we do a lot of events where I work and stuff. If they say, hey, there's this many people plan to protest or whatever,
then you
we're going
prepare
to put
for
us
that.
on call or we're going to just call out the whole team.
And he's done that. That's what they have shown is that, like, the last time he had Astronaut for years ago, that's what he used to promote this year, was all these videos of people rushing gates, people being wild,
So
yada,
then
yada.
that's kind of on security. If you know that that's the people that
Yeah.
you're
So
they
hiring
should
to
be
come to the
prepared,
event,
like,
then
this
you
is gonna
probably
be
need
off-
to have more
off the
security.
chain.
Look at what you
Yeah.
had last year and it didn't work out. Okay, I need to plan more because the past
Exactly.
years, and he's promoting the same thing.
You know, the cops are like, well, we told him. Okay, but
We
at
told
the
him
end of the
what?
day, that, this is going to be out of control,
But the man
etc.
is
But at the end of the day, you're the cops.
They're the people in charge of security, and they're the people in charge of everybody's safety, and whoever the emergency manager was for that whole thing, like these are the people that are responsible for the thing. Like, I mean, it isn't the entertainer.
At the end of the day, he's a kid that's just like, I'm just singing.
Yeah, normally
you
like
know?
all these events are like CSC security is in charge of actual security, and they won't
Yeah.
call us unless it gets out of hand. Like they handle 99% of everything in these events.
One of the things
and
that
then
I
they'll
think
call
about,
us.
one of the things that I think about is how many concerts has he had where people have fallen out right in front of him? You know,
I'm sure,
he's probably
man.
Had, he's probably
I mean,
had
He
100
has a different
You know,
audience than other people do. And that's
Yeah.
where I think that there's a difference, and it's not fair to crucify him.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
think it's a man's fault. Like, I don't.
Did you guys see what Jody wrote?
What she
said?
said?
A performer is wearing an earpiece, lights in their eyes, etc. Ultimately, it's a responsibility of the promoters in the venue
Yes.
who are in charge of
Yes.
security, medical, etc. A performer is never involved in those decisions unless they're indie artist with a low budget.
Yeah.
You know what?
Now,
you
the
know,
only thing I do have to say is there is video where somebody tried to steal his sneaker before, and he told the entire audience to fuck that person up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
hey,
where it
man.
shows his behavior, but at the end of the day, who is in his ear to say, hey, we got to stop. This
So
is
the
out
only,
of control.
The only video I actually saw of him was him saying, "Hey, hey, hey," and they stopped everything. And he's like, "Hey, we got people hurt down here. We got people hurt." He did do that. I don't know the timeline
Yeah.
from when it started to when he
I
was
don't
able
think
to
it's
do
a
that.
man's responsibility.
But
So I
But he
have
did
one
do it.
other question. Why is a 9-year-old at this concert?
That's my question. Literally,
That's
one
not
of
the
his
parents.
songs is highest in the room, and you have a 9-year-old there? For what reason?
There is no chance in hell I'm taking
I'm not taking my 12-year-old
Fine.
there.
Yeah.
me neither.
You know?
My children to a
My
rap
13-year-old
concert
can go.
like
He
that.
can go.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, he
But that boils down to like
I'm
the same
not
reason
taking my
people
13-year-old
people
either.
take their kids, their 4-year-old, 5-year-old kids
Yeah,
to like
I
Halloween
mean,
Horror
that's
Nights
on the
and get
parents,
terrified.
man.
I did see some things that said it was related to like a Fortnite
Can those
thing,
parents take
and,
a little bit of
you
the
know, a lot of the
I
kids-
know, and they want to sue
Like,
him for
here's-
all the things. And I'm like,
No,
no,
you
you have a
took him
9-year-old
there.
at a rap concert.
Hey man, like
You have
I do think this. This is that we're in a whole different generation where, like, we like to pass the blame on to like somebody. And
That is
you're
true.
trying to,
Nobody-
and the
Sue
reality is,
happy.
and it's
Nobody
like,
takes responsibility
you
for
gotta
their
be,
actions.
You got to be responsible for your actions. And you go to a concert like this, like, you know, I've been a mosh pit dude. You know who's great is Alex. Bring Alex in here. Alex, you know, she's been
Which
in a mosh.
Alex?
You know, Alex, Orange County Alex.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Well, I mean, we know a few.
So,
I was just asking
but
which
you
one.
know, but like I seen
Alexander.
her at a EDC. I see. No, it
You
wasn't
may
EDC.
see her at
It
EDC.
It wasn't EDC. It was Earth Day birthday, where her face got split open. Ooh. And you know, bam, she like got.
She's a tough girl.
Yeah, she put some band-aids on that shit, and like she got scarred,
like,
bro.
I'm fine.
Like it looked like a Volkswagen hit her, and like she went back. You know, that's just, you know the response. You know what's gonna happen to you in that fucking mosh pit.
And that's what I think the thing is. At the end of the day, it's people and their behavior nowadays,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
that. Why are you pushing
Yeah.
on people to where they can't move?
Yeah.
Move the fuck back. Get
Go,
off
go,
of me.
yeah.
I can't breathe. Get personal space.
Yeah,
right?
but you know, my pops, my pops had one, allegedly, was at a fire called the, what are these things called?
Washington Apple. It's
Oh, my
Crown
goodness.
Royal.
Wait, I don't.
Just kidding.
I mean, that's fine if you don't want me to have one, but
So my pops was at the
Thank you, Jamie.
Happy Land Social Club fire.
No, I'm good. No, I would like some water, probably.
yes, same waters
Same.
all the way around.
Yeah, and bring, no, you don't have to bring me those. I don't want water.
I'm going to admit I'm a pussy. It's fine.
Yeah. So listen, but my pops was at the Happy Land Social Club fire, and this lady broke up with her boyfriend before she went to work. She was a bartender there, and he goes, you go to work, I'm lighting the place on fire. And the motherfucker, she went to work, and he lit the place on fire.
Fucking
Listen,
bitches.
there were lots of
Never
there are
listen.
lots of
They don't
domestic
ever-
violence
never.
issues
Never
that
listen.
have even
Hey,
surfaced
bro,
around here.
like my pops would tell you, he came in through a window and so he was feeling soft. He goes, the floor is mushy, and you think, you know, you're a fireman. What do you think when the floor is mushy? Because the fire was
done.
set. He set the fire on all the exits. They had silk on the ceilings of this building. Like they
Sounds very familiar to another fire.
So,
another famous
so they
fire.
so this shit lit up in there, and like there's a 2 stories to the club, and Pops goes in that second story. The floor feels mushy, and the mushiness is people. He's stepping on people because
Oh, shit.
where do you find most people, Jason, in a house fire? At a fire,
By the door.
when a five or so feet from a exit, or
absolutely.
you know, or a window or something, you know.
Yep.
So, you know, like, listen, man, you looking, you know, there was like 90 some odd people died in that fire, but all stacked up at the exits. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Humans, man, when it comes to when you can't breathe, when you do, you know, you're in a bad situation. For us as responders, what you got to do is what's our responsibility at that moment in time? Trying to do the greatest good,
for the greatest number.
greatest
of
number of patients. That's the thing. So you're going to have to basically pull those people off, get into a point where you can sort them.
Yeah.
You get into a sorting stage, you start sorting these people, and then you start trying to do the greatest good for the greatest number of patients. And that, I get what you guys are saying. While the concert's still going on, it's almost like an active shooter situation, right? Because as long as the
Correct.
concert's going on, we're still
Got more
creating more patients.
Jody made a great point.
So
Real quick, Jody made a great point. Just imagine if the light tech brought attention to the person coding, they would have had 50,000 people stampeding.
Oh, towards the patient, to try to see what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Jody's smart, and she
Exactly.
and she worked EMS before.
She did
so
work
she's,
EMS.
So she's telling you this, like, if you bring attention to the fucked up people, everybody wants to pay attention. Where the fuck the people are coming.
think about how most traffic jams.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
People
it's
looking.
so annoying.
People looking.
Rubberneckers.
People looking. But if the thing that I would do, if we were working, let's say this was a competition, and I'm working this scenario in a competition, the one thing I would do, stop the music.
Yeah.
I would ask the
That's
music
what I
stop.
don't understand. Who pulls the plug?
Yeah, somebody's got to be responsible for that. But
I would
me,
say the
Somebody should
venue.
have pulled it.
yeah, me as
I
an
would
EMS
say-
person,
I would say if I was in charge of the venue, I would stop it.
Yeah, but that's a big deal.
So
That's
that's
a big deal because
It's also a life.
But even if
You're
you
right.
if you pull the plug, you can
absolutely.
okay.
I
Obviously,
can
I'm saying
restart it.
you can plug it back in.
so
Right.
that's what Jody said too.
Unplug it. Let's get the situation
What did-
under
what did
control
Jody
and
say?
A
start back.
performer is wearing an earpiece, lights in their
Yeah,
eyes, etc. Ultimately, is the responsibility of the promoters and the venue, who is in charge of
what
security,
you're saying.
medical, etc. A performer is never involved in those decisions unless.
bring him on. He runs EDVD.
Yeah.
but like they would probably stop the music. But the biggest thing is like
That person.
that's
make the
always a
call.
plan.
That person made the call is
It's
going
a
to go.
plan.
Shit, I don't really
What is
wanna
their
make this
drill?
call. I don't want to make this
Remember,
call.
they planned for this.
Hey,
You know,
is it
you know
bad
But at
enough?
the end of the day, what's
Is
the
it
big
bad
deal?
enough?
You stop in the middle of a song and you fucking start it all
You,
over.
you say that here.
You know what I mean?
And now, but like if that's gonna get you fired,
Yeah, it's probably that guy's job. He's like, hey, if I pull,
Do you know how
hey,
many
you pull the
times I've
plug
gotten in
because
trouble
I don't want to
with
lose
him?
my job, and these guys
you,
are going back and forth.
You.
Yeah, no, listen,
But
man.
in Forrest
Yeah.
Gump, they just
Morals.
pulled
That
all
is
the
that is
plugs
why
out,
you
remember?
make the big bucks. That is why you are in charge.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
this
have
is-
to make the hard decisions.
This is the one thing
Put your
I
big
do
boy
want to
pants
say.
on and make 'em.
So we can. This is one thing I will say. So we can move on to another point. Is this the easiest day to be the quarterback of the Super
Monday.
Bowl? Is
Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, right?
Easiest
Monday
day.
morning.
I
So
push
it's
it.
Monday night football.
I'm fucking Tom Brady on Monday mornings, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm a badass motherfucker on Monday morning, like because that's the easiest day. It's
As
the
I'm watching
easiest
the
day.
Dolphins Ravens game over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I bet after this, like, procedures will change on other people. Hey, if something happens,
Should
we
be.
need to have something. Because now
Hopefully.
there should be a learning curve on this because
Hopefully
no one
we
else wants to be in
learn.
that same spot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, hopefully we learn, and it's just a thing though. Is just this, like in lawsuits, and it's funny because again, one of the things that we do as a company is we do consult a lot on different shit, and one of the things that is that unfortunately bad events bring about change. Right? Like that's the whole point.
Do,
Like,
do you want to read what
Yeah.
Jody said now?
yeah, what
I'm
she
sorry.
said now.
She said, but I love Carlos's comment about insurrection. Made me think about what I've seen online, and so many will say they want celebrities and pro athletes to shut up and play. Yet, ironically, many in the public court of opinion have held a rapper more responsible
Yeah.
than this tragic event that the former president over the insurrection. What we as an EMS need to learn about both pre-event setup and who has been involved and what is the plan when shit goes sideways.
Well, what you got to say there, Patricia? Yeah, Patricia's all.
Is your last name Patrizio for real?
No, it's
That's his first
This is
name.
first
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. It makes him
I have a
sexy.
baseball
Are
coach
we
and his
drinking
last name is
this?
It makes him
Patrizio.
sexy.
Well,
I'm in.
para arriba,
Cheers.
para arriba, para abajo, para el centro,
Ziggy, oi, oi,
para
oi.
adentro.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard some German right there.
Have you ever watched Adventures
He
in
probably
Baby?
Yes.
Zaggy, ziggy, zaggy, oi, oi, oi.
Have you ever watched The Man Show?
Yeah.
I have, yes.
Okay. Have you been to Oktoberfest? They do it there too.
All right, we're in.
But no. Where was I? In regards to the insurrection,
Yeah.
people have been trying to hold the former president accountable for these actions.
Yeah. it's
Okay,
not
there have
his
been
fault.
hearings for that.
wasn't
Unfortunately,
there.
the system is corrupt. The system is messed up. We've all said that on different podcasts, on different
Yeah,
forums,
man, I
that
mean-
the system is not perfect. And unfortunately,
I'm sorry
right
I
now,
interrupted
with
you.
this situation, with this event, with this tragedy, the court of public opinion is pointing fingers at everybody. It's the Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man right now.
Unfortunately, man, there's people that may lose their life over this.
And unfortunately, they did.
And it's-
9 today.
9 today. So like, man, it's ridiculous. But I'm gonna tell you this: that man that what happened? Should he be responsible? Listen, he is a character. He's up there and he puts on a show. Like, he isn't responsible for people's lives.
Yeah.
You know what? Somebody hired him to come to that venue. They're the responsible people to
What
have
about all the people that are on
security.
the floor? That-
Going to get more money from the
Now-
guy that's making
Oh,
millions
listen,
and millions.
Let's not talk about money.
So,
Now, mind
I'm
you,
just saying.
mind you.
So-
money,
I'm just
money
saying-
and
Hold on.
responsibility are two
Amanda has the
separate
floor.
hold
things.
on, research has to come in here.
All right, go for it.
There were 367 police officers there and 241 security officers.
Damn.
That's a ratio of
That's
1 to
a
10.
lot of people.
And they
that's-
couldn't stop
The amount of
But
people
nine
there.
How
people,
many people?
from dying.
Yeah,
How
but that's
many-
a lot of.
So there were 300.
50,000.
Oh, check.
So the best.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I get
do.
so surprised
Okay, well,
every time he
I'll
talks.
tell you-
I want to
We're
put
not-
cops and guns there.
Well, no, I'm good with cops and guns. I'm not good with putting cops and guns in the crowd where people are
Sure.
grabbing stuff out of me.
Ah, that's a good
That's
point,
where.
Rob.
That's
Did you
where-
guys hear
that's
about
where because
the
cops are
either the
great,
cop or the
where you
paramedic
can
that
send
was
the
shot
security
in with a needle?
Why? This at
He
this
was
concert?
There was a needle attack, and he was shot with a needle in the neck. They don't know what he was shot with, and they had to Narcan him to bring him back.
Hey, man.
So, like, this is where
I
it
have an
becomes
idea.
a crowd problem as opposed to a Travis Scott problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the crowd, it just like the.
No, and I agree with you 100% in regards to holding the crowd accountable for these actions. Now, mind you, I've been to music festivals, Okeechobee, Burning Man, EDC.
You've
where
been to
there-
Burning Man?
Yes. Great time. But no, there have been instances where someone has either passed out of hydration, overdosed on whatever they're on, and immediately.
You still have to take responsibility for your actions. You chose to take whatever it is
Exactly. No,
that you took, and I don't give a flying fuck.
But also the crowd right there, like I've seen like the parting of the Red Sea where people are immediately
The crowd
stopping what's
wants-
going on.
wants,
Listen,
help people.
hey, like
Yeah.
we're pointing down, like let's let the paramedics through.
And that's
either
what's
they,
wrong
either
with
they
the
go
world
to the
today.
front,
Yep.
or we make a C for the people to come in through the back.
You know,
That all these people were jumping on an ambulance and jumping on four-wheelers rather than letting people through.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these past 3 days in the chat groups and the Facebook groups for the event coming up this weekend in Orlando for EDC, this has been brought up. And immediately, not only from the promoters, but from artists and attendees, everyone is on board. Like, look, this cannot
I
happen.
think festival crowds are different than like some of these concert crowds.
Fair and valid.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you got to go,
Yeah.
and it like the tradition of the festival crowd. And I'm a hippie at heart, man.
Yeah.
And,
I'm a
that's
hippie
the
right
thing.
now.
And like when you look at festival crowds, you look back at Woodstock, for
Well,
example.
I was going to say, were you at Woodstock?
You're
Nah,
a
man.
hippie
Hey.
at heart?
My
Thanks,
grandparents
Al.
were.
You don't let that
okay,
old, he ain't got wrinkles.
you
There's
got to
been
phrase
one
that
since then.
carefully. You got to phrase that carefully
Oh,
because
they went to the
Woodstock
real one.
original
Yeah.
compared to Woodstock 99,
Hey.
where
Oh, Woodstock original.
No, my
99.
grandparents were at Woodstock Original.
I wish
You know,
I was there.
like so Woodstock was an oversold concert. Like
Yes.
basically it was an oversold concert. Like it was a last minute venue change.
What would
Yep.
you
And
do?
and the reality. Hold on, baby, because I'm talking some shit. Here. And you interrupt. So you're gonna get 2 minutes.
Oh,
Go ahead, put it on
man.
there. So
Put a
as you
timer on.
as you do
That's okay.
as you do that
Redacted.
when you look at this whole thing, like the people came through together, right? Like food was short. People were cooking food together, like
Yep.
and it was remember who was hired for security for Woodstock, the original Woodstock?
no.
It's like the pig family or pig crowd or something like that. Look that shit up. Like, it's gonna look at the actual name of that.
We got research
Yeah,
on it.
yeah.
On it.
Security for original Woodstock. But they were basically there. They had like tents in case somebody had a bad trip. They would
Yeah.
put people in there and stuff. But they were cooking food for everybody. They were doing that stuff.
Wayne Stock, they were afraid of the red rope licorice.
Yes, absolutely. Way to bring that back up. It was started by an Indian. I met
That's
that.
50, 60
Pomeroy?
years ago when
Yeah.
people were more kind
Yeah.
to one another.
Yeah,
Nobody
absolutely.
gives a shit
Yeah.
anymore.
Nah.
No,
Hey,
no. People still do give a shit.
in the-
I think there's certain people that give a shit. I think
there
the
we go.
majority
We have
is
to
just
we
go
have to
fuck
say
yourself.
it. Oh, we have research. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Research.
What were they called?
Wavy Gravy and members of the Hog Farm Commune.
Yeah, there it is. How
All right.
That was close with pig, wasn't it? Hey, it'd be great. Hey, but everybody's passed out. Last day of that Woodstock, most famous. Well, first of all, throughout the night, one of the most famous fucking songs. Only like the recording of that song on record
Jimi Hendrix?
Johnny
What's it
Cochran.
called?
Johnny Cochran is the
Hold on, I'm gonna play it.
yeah. Go ahead.
I love this song.
Yeah, but this is the actual Woodstock recording. People are unconscious,
Yeah.
like it's so through the night sleeping. Well, you got it.
Johnny who?
Did you want to hear another fun fact that I just found?
Yeah.
Of all of those people at the original Woodstock and
Yeah.
all of the drugs and all
Into
of
the
the
mic.
drinking, only 3 people died.
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
None of them were 9 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
9-year-olds there at Woodstock.
There were
But-
probably-
9-year-olds on their dad's
It's-
shoulder at the
baby,
front row.
it's a Wonder Years theme song,
A
baby.
lot of kids came from that festival.
2 people died from a drug overdose during the festival, and 1 was run over because he was sleeping and he got run over by a tractor.
No
Fair
shit,
enough.
Yeah.
What's the name of the song?
It's a Wonder Years theme song, man. Like Johnny Cochran. What would you do?
Oh,
What would you do?
Dude, yeah, you go. Yeah.
Walk down
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Oh, we should just have.
Oh
her
my
sing.
God, it's Dan Marino.
oh,
Big Dan there. There it is right
I got
there.
a football sign by
Wonder
Dan
Years.
Marino.
I love that song.
It's at Woodstock,
I'm a-
baby.
I'm
This
an
is at
80s
Woodstock. The recording of this is at Woodstock.
Yep.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro.
I had no fucking clue.
Yeah, man. This is the fucking. His,
I love that we're all
I mean,
throwing
do we
back
all know
to
the
our
words? Do we all know the words? Can we just sing like the first few, first few chords? Because we have to. Because like that's a classic right there.
Put it on.
She's got it right there. Here we go. You should know the words.
Oh, I know him.
what?
Not
would
yet.
you- Oh, don't get me started.
Here we go. Here we go.
Would you do if I sang
No.
attitude?
Oh my God.
Would you stand up and walk out on me?
That's a good song.
Lend me your ears and I'll
Sing a song.
Wendy Cooper. Try not to sing out of key. Oh, baby, help from my friends. All I need is That is the clip of the week right there.
All right, 2 minutes. Go ahead and cut that off. So,
Wait, I have more. I have
Oh, yeah.
one more
go ahead,
one
go
more
ahead.
point to this.
go ahead.
So, all of these people, including children ages 9 and 14 and up,
Yeah.
died at this Travis Scott concert with only 50,000 people in attendance.
Yep.
Okay? Woodstock had an estimated 400,000 people.
People were nicer then.
and
People
only
gave a shit
3
about
people
each
died.
other.
People were nicer.
They were all high too.
3
so.
people. And
That's
you know
what-
You
what?
ain't think nobody's
People
high
were
at the
high
Travis
at
Scott
Woodstock.
concert?
Maybe,
People were high as fuck.
They're on a
at
different
Woodstock.
drug.
Look, listen. You got
They're on a
PCP at
different
Woodstock.
drug.
You got Delta 8
Right.
at freaking
Listen, people were nicer back then.
I
They
agree.
were. But, like,
agree.
that
I
shows that
Yep.
this is a society problem, too.
Yes.
Like,
You're paying
totally-
$3
Like when
for
you
a
see
gram
people
compared to
on the
whatever you're paying
floor
nowadays.
that cannot get up,
They're
like
gonna
if you
pull
hear
their,
one go,
they're gonna
there's
pull their
piles
phone
of people,
out and video
and you
it
don't
rather
back
than
up.
help them.
That's
Right.
your fucking problem. Back up and let people get up.
You know, like I said, bro. Like this is the thing, Patricia, and I want to tell you this. Like a lot of people now don't take responsibility for their own
That
actions.
is
Not at all.
That is the fucking bottom line of it. We got people. Fucking,
That's how I've survived in the legal
yeah,
world.
Like people
Not
are
taking
No,
responsibility.
taking responsibility.
people are like rioting over shit. This person's at fault. This thing's like. I mean, it's like it's been a total like turnaround of significant. Like I'm like, man, like people do significant fuck ups and then blame it on somebody else.
Yeah, no. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
fuck
on
that.
the individual themselves.
I'm
I got
on-
mad at my ex one time for not paying for an ice cream at a ice cream parlor.
I'm gonna tell you this. Like, you know, I'm the father of 3 kids. You know what I mean?
Muscle
like,
tough.
you know, one is you know, he's not even a kid anymore.
Genetically yours?
Yeah, he's genetically mine. But the other 2 I'm responsible for. You know what I mean?
Allegedly.
I ain't make these motherfuckers, but they're mine.
Oh no, they're
What
Yeah.
grade?
Oh, no,
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
no
they're-
alleged.
they're no allegedly. I'm
know all
responsible
about that.
for one. So
Oh.
like this is the thing, like, you know, being a, you know, that's one of my things that I want to say about being a stepdad, because like a whole thing I got to think about that. But this is the thing, I teach those kids personal responsibility all the time.
Absolutely.
You fuck up, it's on you. Now I will be there the best I can when you fall on your fucking face, as long as the following 2 conditions don't happen. Another human being doesn't get hurt because of your actions.
Amen.
You on your ass on that right there. Or you took from somebody. If you took from somebody, you on your ass at that point too.
Brian
You
Laundry.
know? Yeah. And like I will otherwise fight to the death for those motherfuckers, and they know that.
Ding ding.
You know, they know that shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, hey, like I have to say, like, so the guy born in a barn over there. Now, this is the thing that because Rob, you got girls. You know what I mean? So got a pretty good.
He's got girls and he's got guns.
Yeah,
Go.
yeah. So
I don't think Rob's ever gonna have a problem.
Rob, like this is the shit. I thought about you the other day because I'm sitting there.
It's gonna be Bad Boys all over again.
Yes, that is my favorite scene in the whole.
Reggie.
Yes.
Yes.
What do you
Fuck
want?
Reggie.
I'm just
Fuck
gonna go to
me.
the safe and pull another one out.
Yeah,
We're
hey,
good.
listen, and don't call your brother on that because you know you're gonna fuck up that scene.
No,
You call me. You call me.
Carlos.
You call me on that.
I got like 6 guys on the team that'll call
So
before
check
him.
this shit out.
Go back.
I the other day I'm driving the kids to football practice, and I'm trying to convince the ginger with no soul about he tells me that he's that talk about wrestling, and I was like, wrestling is the funnest time I've ever had in high school. Like high school wrestling is a fun shit. Woo! Hey, if you didn't think of Ric Flair
Yeah,
until
you
you
get a
came
Ric
out,
Flair here?
yeah. And so I'm on the way
Oh, this is
driving,
great.
and Zoe goes, "Hey Carlos, I got a question about wrestling." She goes, "I go, what you got?" She goes, "Did you ever hit anybody with like a steel chair in wrestling?" She has no idea that wrestling is
That
different
wrestling
than
is a
shit.
real sport.
Yeah, man. I was like, shit, wrestling's real deep.
You ever come from the top
Real
rope?
wrestling.
That is the funniest shit.
People's elbow.
Do you remember that South Park episode?
Yeah. Where'd you grow up at?
So I grew up in South Florida and then here in Orlando, in Conway area.
Miami Dolphin fan. Huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So Pompano area, Orlando, and then I've been all over Florida.
Did you go to
All
high
over
school here in
Florida.
Orlando?
I went to Boone.
Oh,
no
right.
shit.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
What year did you graduate? Allegedly.
2004.
No shit. You're
Same.
2004, man. I'm a 96 myself.
I'm still
Yeah.
eating
You went to
this.
Boone?
No.
Ah.
I was
Where'd you
at
go?
Lake Highland Prep.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, I lived in Pine Hills.
Yes.
Yeah, I was
Gateway,
pretty
Kissimmee.
fast.
Uh-huh.
04 Gateway Kissimmee.
Okay.
Gateway.
Yeah, man. Nobody even talked to
You
Gateway people
Matilla!
back then. You Matilla.
Where's
I believe you guys were in the same conference. You Matilla and Gateway.
Yeah, the conference of nowhere.
Yeah. Where did you go to high school there, Rob?
Who, me? Like how?
Like, oh yeah, you.
Fancy pants.
Yeah, I know.
Wasn't that Pablo?
Pablo's
No,
a
he
late-
he went
You
to.
know, he was a God, Bishop Moore.
Yep.
Yeah, he went to
Oh, we
All
played
these
them in
fancy
high school.
I think Elmer went
We
to
played
Lake Al.
them.
Yeah. Where'd you go to high school?
Tavares.
Oh yeah, we used to
okay.
fucking skunk you guys. Man. Like Tavares
you
High
know,
School,
it wasn't me.
we put middle schoolers in on the game. Like so, when we went to Lake Highland Prep, like middle schoolers were on our football team because we didn't have. We bring the middle school. That's the only game they get to play.
You brought the middle schoolers up from the minor leagues
Yeah,
to come
like
play?
they would fucking like we'd be up like 35 to like nothing at like first quarter.
That
That's how
wasn't
Lake
me
Highland
though.
Prep
I was
determined
there
who they were
like
playing for high
20
school.
years later.
like 2
We know.
decades later.
Hey, y'all still probably suck back then.
So you have kids. Your kids go to your high school?
My kid, no, he
No.
went to OCP.
Mine won't either.
My kid goes to my high school.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
a trip.
Yeah.
That's a trip
Oh, yeah?
for sure. Juniors are assholes. FYI, I had no idea. It's junior year they become.
No,
pretty sure
middle
it starts
school's
at
got you
teenagers.
beat all day long.
Yeah, is raising kids is like they think they got every angle on
Oh
you.
my god.
They got every
they-
angle on me. I grew up in
They
Pine
know
Hills,
they're
motherfucker.
smarter than we are.
Yeah,
Exactly
shit.
right.
I had no
Yeah, yeah,
idea.
shit.
I went to Boone, but
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of other life in
Yeah.
there, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, you have no fucking clue, kid.
It's like, so you only got one kid,
I have two
two
boys,
boys,
and then I have a stepson that's a boy. So I got all boys and a husband, so 4 boys. I mean, it's
So
just.
you only got 3 dicks to worry about, I guess.
Well, so here's the thing. That's what I've always
Yeah,
said. Is
yeah.
everybody's like, oh, a girl, and I'm like, no.
Boys are
A
easier.
boy, you got to worry about every motherfucker getting pregnant.
Yeah.
A girl, you only got to worry about one person getting
Yeah,
pregnant.
Like,
That's
Fair
what the
and valid.
problem is.
Fair and valid.
my problem is I like to go to
Ghetto
strip-
twins.
Yeah, I like to go to strip bars, and I just don't want to like have not to go because
Is it Rachel's o'clock right now?
Yeah, well, we're
He
close-
said DRs earlier.
Yeah, I'm a
He
DR
did,
man.
he
Now,
did.
Rachel's is
Wicked.
actually called the Taft Diner, in case you weren't sure.
Yeah. Hey, best steak in Orlando.
They do have
It is
delicious
a
steak.
steakhouse.
Best
I
steak in
heard the
Orlando.
Rockies is very.
Oh, I found a metal coil in my steak one time at the Tap Diner.
Oh my.
In Orlando?
Castleberry.
Oh, that's the problem.
No, that's your problem. Brother. Don't even put those in the two same things. God damn it, son.
But can you
It's a podcast.
imagine?
People
But I did get a
download
free
this.
meal and a lap dance.
Yeah.
But can you
that
imagine not
before or after
being
that place
able
was
to
raided
go
over
to
and
your
over again?
favorite strip club
that was
because
you,
your
wasn't it?
child is working there?
Nah, that's Castleberry.
Yeah, I'd
That's
be
something
fucked
kind of-
up.
Like if the ginger was working there, it'd be okay because he's gonna be security or something.
Well, even
But
if he went
she's
through the
working
change
there-
and dance, I still go.
But if she's working there,
Oh, I'm
Can't
gonna
go.
kill somebody.
Can't
like
go.
the owner.
Ain't fit.
like you're fucked.
Yeah, you
No,
can't go.
I'm killing somebody
Yeah.
like the owner
Can't
that
go.
hired her.
Can't go.
I mean, there's very few that can. I have a friend that she's pretty much Betty Crocker. You
Yeah.
would have no idea,
Yeah.
but that's what she did, and
Yeah.
she made a shit ton of money through college. You know what
Oh,
I mean? But
yeah.
she was like, I had the best schedule. I had everything I wanted because I came, I showed up, I did my job, and I left.
sure did.
What's
You
her
know?
fan? What's
I ain't
her
finna tell you her name.
fans only page? Go ahead.
But can you imagine flipping a bitch on the middle of a bridge?
Yes.
You go, hey, there's a strip club right there, and then you
Same
walk
shit.
in, and then boom,
Oh yeah. Hey,
Best
There's
strip
your
club ever.
you're welcome.
let me tell you something. Two things I learned from right
That's
there.
what got me hired right there. Was that U-turn on the fucking bridge
Number one thing is the woman that spots a
with the
nowhere.
cop in the back seat?
Hey, like you talking about, we drove by that place. Nobody ever pointed out a strip club except for my personal assistant. They pointed that shit out. Pointed out a strip club. I go, that's why she's gonna get a job here. Number two thing is, I learned at a strip club, Rob is the worst bodyguard any fucking cop could ever fucking have. Like, how do you lose two of the tallest people in the bar?
Have you ever?
You ever live in the
You know who
panhandle?
didn't lose them? Me.
Yeah.
I never lost
You
them.
never lost them.
I
Like,
I
the two
lost them for a
tallest
second.
people at a strip bar, you lose.
Have you ever seen the movie Up and the Doberman?
No.
That's me.
I've seen the movie Up, and I have a Doberman. I don't know what you're
Hi
talking
there.
about.
My name is Rob.
How big's your Doberman?
Yeah,
I'm here to
How
protect
big is
you.
my Doberman? He's still baby. He's only like 10 months.
Oh, see,
So he's like 70 pounds.
I'm about 110.
But I did not cut his ears, so I'm like, he's a hound. He's fine.
Hey, Rob, like, you lost the two tallest people at a strip bar.
Allegedly.
No,
No,
that's
you
for
lost.
real.
It didn't really.
Where is this? Here in Orlando?
No, we're in Fort Myers.
I didn't lose them. I
actually
misplaced them.
Yeah,
Temporarily.
it's
Tomato,
fucking
potato.
crazy.
We don't even know who they were.
I don't know what happened with Rob. I go, you got two jobs. Like, Rob never left my side.
No,
He's still there right now.
He was at my side the whole time.
but he
Not
lost
paying
everybody
attention.
else.
Because I don't have a job if Carlos isn't around. Like,
Hey,
you gotta look out for what keeps me here.
No, he's our eagle. We got to make sure he's okay.
and like I go, but let me tell you something. When you're
Did any of the other two ask me to protect them or watch out for them?
no,
Nope.
One was getting
Well,
head.
one of
Someone
them
did.
was Trish.
Was it one of them getting head in the parking lot?
Ash.
Oh, that was not me.
no, nobody got head allegedly.
Nobody got.
I got head later on that night.
Right.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Yeah, no, that was for real.
No, for real.
Yeah, I got some head over there. But you know,
Patricio
I did-
wasn't there yet. He
I did
missed
have
the
a serious
strip
thing that like. So let's look. I got one more serious point. Then we'll close this court today.
What was the blood pressure?
But yeah. But you know, birthday buddy. I was watching this thing last night, and I
Oh.
was thinking about like.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I was. It wasn't anything on birthday buddy yet. She hasn't started officially yet. We'll have some of those later. So this lady was talking this mom through a CPR on a baby on the thing. Have you ever done
I've
that
done
before?
that, yeah.
Like so, like off the top of your
I
head.
would never want to do that.
And she was a nurse at the hospital.
Fuck that.
So you know, it's interesting you bring up that point because like you know, people when they're in a state of panic, they revert to like they don't know anything.
Retard.
No.
Exactly.
She had no idea.
Look
Yeah,
at the office and the
no
fire
idea.
drill.
I'm a
Yeah.
nurse. I'm
Yeah.
a nurse. I'm
Yeah.
a nurse. And I'm like, I
Yeah, office
understand
fire
that, but
drill,
you
yeah.
need to listen to me.
Yeah.
You know what that's called? Muscle memory.
Yes.
I don't-
Yes.
So can you
think sometimes
not
you
to put
lose
you on the
that.
spot? Could you do it off the top of your head
Walk somebody through CPR?
Yeah.
Yes.
on the phone? All right, walk Rob through it.
Go.
Great.
Yeah,
You're,
go ahead.
you're on.
My baby's dying. Oh my God.
Oh, all right.
As long as it's not a raccoon, we're good.
Asian Rob, go.
I'm gonna need you to lay the patient flat on the floor on their back.
A baby?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
now tilt
thought
their head
You gotta
back
freak
and
out.
lift their
You
chin.
gotta freak out. You gotta.
Right, you have to say they're on the bed. I can't
Everyone
get 'em
reset.
down.
Everyone reset. Scene and go.
Hold on, I thought babies were different.
No, it's the same. Yeah,
You're the caller. Call 911. Go.
yeah. Your baby's not
You
breathing.
go.
Oh my god, you can't breathe. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay,
I mean,
stop.
that's essentially what you're gonna
That's
hear.
And listen, it is what you hear. Okay, I need you to tilt their head back and tell me, can you hear or feel any breathing?
I don't know. Oh my god, he's choking. Tell me what to do.
Okay, no. I need you to put your ear next to their mouth and tell me, can you feel any breathing
This is
coming
awesome.
out?
He's choking. Oh my god. I
Okay,
don't know.
but choking's different.
Well, look.
I mean, isn't
No,
that what
I don't.
CPR
Is
I'm
your
sure
super-
they
Not
have
breathing,
choking
not breathing.
Amanda, is your
instructions.
supervisor there? Who are you talking to?
Isn't that what CPR is for? Is my baby's choking on
No.
something?
Not
No, he's
necessarily.
not breathing. He's not breathing. He's not choking. You don't know.
Well,
what's going on.
CPR and the Heimlich are
Choking
two
is
different things,
different.
They
right?
are, and I never personally in my 13 years, I've never given Heimlich instructions.
So
You know, it's
choking
interesting, like, 'cause
is
this-
same as not breathing. Go.
So this was the exact thing that happened on the show last night. So the lady, she goes, "Is this a choking? It's not breathing because the girl's a new dispatcher."
Yeah, there's a difference.
So this is what I was trying to get you, and we got to the point earlier before we even got there. So check this shit out. So the lady that's the supervisor goes, "I can't click into her line."
Well,
She
Did you
goes, "I'm
unplug
not
it?
going to click into her line because it's going to ruin her line of thinking." And she goes, "Go with the best thing that you think, right?" And like Jason said, well, the choking isn't breathing, so she went with the worst case scenario, not breathing, no pulse.
but the problem is now I don't know this because
Into the mic.
I'm not a nurse. I'm not a paramedic. Is it okay to do chest compressions
Absolutely.
on somebody that's choking?
Absolutely.
See, and
you
I had
are
always thought
required-
that babies were never like CPR on the ground chest
Yeah,
compressions. I
absolutely.
thought babies
Always.
was like on the back.
That's a
Okay.
Well,
choking.
that's
All right, all
Heimlich.
right. Two different things. So you are also provided CPR. You are a CPR provider.
Yes.
So you do know CPR
Yes.
for infants
This
and
is it.
children.
This
and
is the
adults.
situation, Jason, because
Here-
where
but
we're at.
the person that's calling doesn't know
Which one it is?
which one it is. Yeah, but
So I'm asking.
And that's why I was like, I don't know, my baby's just not breathing. You know, like.
So I'm
Yep.
asking, is it okay for me to give instructions when she's saying the baby's choking? Now, at that point, if
Baby's
she's
not
saying
breathing.
choking, I'm not going to the CPR card. I'm not going to the
Baby's-
cardiac arrest card.
yeah, but
I'm
baby's
I'm
not
going to
breathing.
the
Babe, hold on,
choking
I'm trying to
card.
get to a point here.
I'm going to the choking
That's
card,
it, right
which
there.
gives you a very different set of instructions, which are not CPR instructions. So now we're
That's the
flipping
point.
the baby over, we're smacking him on the back,
That's the
and I'm
point.
teaching her how to do
That's
that.
what I'm trying to get at.
If the baby is not breathing, which is the call that I had, we are doing active CPR, including
breathing.
chest compressions.
Yep.
You do 600 pumps before you do a single breathing in
Yeah,
EMD.
you can't
I was
go
just
by
kidding.
you can't go by what you go.
I was just
CPR?
kidding.
This
We
is
don't-
the
the
shit.
other
we
thing
do
that
it
we've
different.
all learned, like older, even just in high school or whatever, was chest compressions, breathing, chest compressions,
Yeah.
And
breathing.
that's
not-
not.
the very little that you learn from
Listen
not
to this,
being a
But even
professional.
when
This.
you take, like, we are supposed to be healthcare provider CPR certified. That CPR class is so drastically different than what a
God damn it.
dispatcher's
Just hit on my shit.
than
She
what
hit
a
on my shit.
dispatcher's instructions
Yeah,
are.
that's
So
where I was going at. So the state of Florida this year passed a bill where basically every emergency dispatcher in the state of Florida has to have a CPR class.
yes.
Now people are getting away with what you guys know. So you guys walked into my trap right here. You walked into the trap. They're like, I'm a CPR instructor. I know CPR. I'm gonna fucking talk to CPR shit. You're fucking wrong because
We
that's
are
not what
wrong.
I'm fucking talking about.
Because
I'm talking to the fucking expert who happens to be my assistant at the rescue company one. And allegedly, no, that's
No,
not.
no. That's true.
Nope. I turned in
It's
my
real.
papers.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
alleged anymore.
Listen, this is a situation I'm talking about here. We are getting away with teaching these dispatchers regular CPR.
Yes, and that is
Shouldn't.
not what we
That
do.
is not the truth. And like right now, I am going to tell you this right here in Johnny's filling station. Next year, we will have, because Amanda's going to work on this as one of her first assignments, is this the first CPR only, because as our training center allegedly, not allegedly for real, has tasked us with coming up with and they have the ability to certify this. So we're going to be the only people in the state right now. They're going to certify dispatchers with dispatcher only, basic life support.
For
CPR,
dispatchers?
For dispatchers.
All right. So here's the thing. They can learn CPR all
Absolutely.
they want.
You
It's
need
not
to.
the same.
all day
you
long.
have to
It
you
ain't
have
the
to be
same.
able
They-
to you have to be able to teach the person that has absolutely no idea what they're doing or what the problem is.
Right.
This
Yeah.
is
That's
the problem.
different.
This
What
is
the
the problem.
problem
Right.
is.
I'm about to tell you what the problem is.
Okay.
Okay. As a dispatcher, and she will confirm this. As a dispatcher, this is what you're doing. Click. All right. The computer tells me to.
Yeah, I don't
to
think it's
say
that, man.
this.
It's
Yeah,
not.
No,
I don't think
it
it's that, bro.
does. So
I am
every
telling you
single
right now.
it is different based on agencies, but the majority of the agencies that we all work around, allegedly, are accredited.
Yeah.
So they follow a system called emergency medical dispatch.
Dispatching, yeah.
So they are extremely scripted.
It is
So
a script.
everything you say and do is spelled out for you word for word, and you click a button just like he's saying, and you read word for word what it says. The difference is that when I have to take a CPR class, what is it? 16 to 2, 32 to 2. What is it? I don't even know.
It's 32, but like
30 to
listen,
2.
what I'm talking about though
But
right
on
here.
the phone, you don't do that.
B14?
You give 600,
Yeah, B14.
600
Yeah.
chest compressions.
Hey man, this is the
Which
thing
is
though. Like, yo,
it's different. Like
Yo.
it's different
You're 5
because
minutes
the
away from
person
2 hours.
what's that?
But
You're 5
that's
minutes away
not
from 2
what we're
hours.
5
being
minutes.
taught. We're
Yeah.
being taught EMD, which is 600, but
Yeah.
we have to be recertified every 2 years through the American Heart
So
Association.
we were doing EMD for Petrified Forest?
No,
Close?
we were not.
No.
Oh my God, I went to one of those. It was so scary.
Yeah, listen. This is the biggest thing.
My
though.
niece was there. I was
Like,
like,
I want-
just save me, please.
As a moment of closing here, I will point out this. Like a man that just did this, and she threw some numbers at you motherfuckers without having the screen in front of her. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
Like you know, when you're a seasoned dispatcher in this 911 system, like she is throwing numbers at you that you don't know what the fuck's going on right now, right? Like she threw the numbers at you without looking at the fucking screen. And now I want to teach a class where people are gonna know this shit without looking at the screen. Like we're talking about what, 4 cards? I looked the shit up today. It's like 4 different cards. Right?
Well, there's the total of 32.
32
There's
cards.
a
but
total
I'm
of
talking-
32 cards.
The life support class, the cards are like
Are
about 4.
cards the information that you give people that call in?
It's
Yeah.
the
So like
script.
you're
It's
where
the
you go
script.
to and what you
It's a
say.
script.
Yes,
Okay.
there's 32 different protocols that you can choose from based on what your caller says.
In a row.
So, and they go in alphabetical order. So there's allergic reaction, abdominal pain, breathing problems, cardiac arrest. Like there's all these different things. Then there's your general sick person that will, and the ability that EMD has is to shunt you automatically within its program to a more specified
My
Card.
ass sucks.
card. So if you start out on a generalized card on the sick person card, and your first question is, he breathing normally? And they say no.
No.
The second you click no, it takes you automatically to the breathing problems card. And now you're giving those instructions and asking those questions. Your very first questions for anything, no matter what, is the age of the patient, male or female, is she awake, is she breathing?
What about the address?
That's not on there.
No, you know, it's I do want to like have a show where, you know, we're talking about this because it's your job.
interesting.
Your job is so much different. You know what I mean?
It
than,
is very different than your job.
like- oh yeah.
And the disconnect comes from such a drastic difference and a lack of understanding between the two. Like the dispatchers don't know your protocols. They don't know your job. In hindsight, you don't know our protocols. You don't know our job.
Yeah.
And there is such a disconnect between the two, and that's what causes so much tension and so much frustration on both sides. Is there's just this lack of understanding. There's a lack of
Oh, yeah,
communication.
absolutely.
I really feel like whenever you do start to train for any of those emergency positions, you should really kind of job shadow all
You
the
should.
way around.
You should be.
but it doesn't happen.
Allegedly,
I know it doesn't.
allegedly at we'll say that my current job is called air care. Allegedly, I said allegedly.
I don't
Hair
think that's
And,
true.
and one of the things they do there
Schmear.
is that the new nurse or medic, they actually do go to dispatch, spend some time in there and learn that stuff.
Now, does the dispatcher go
As a
with you?
civilian,
What's that?
you need
Does the
breaks
dispatcher go
too.
with you?
Yeah, they come with us too. They
That's-
come here.
Now,
As a civilian,
Now
you need
see-
breaks.
Like
happen,
the
right?
Yes,
EMD
so-
needs breaks too because there's so many people that get frustrated with the people
Yeah.
that's on the phone because you're so used to these calls every
Right.
day, in and out, blah blah blah, and it's like I'm emotionally charged
Yeah.
and not
were
mentally
talking-
clear.
We talked about that when one of the athletes, his wife called 911 because he
Richard
was,
Sherman.
Yeah,
Yep.
we were talking about that.
Man, you
10
a
points.
fan. We're gonna want to bring you on the show again.
So
Like the
The
oxygen.
dispatcher, we thought didn't necessarily handle it as
The best way, yeah. I should lose you
As
there.
well
And
as
that's the
possibly
thing is
could
where I'm
have.
saying the breaks because there's
Yeah.
so many
So-
times that you guys are frustrated. I have an aunt that
Listen,
was EMD.
it is all over. It's everywhere. Like there are lots of times that I've seen nurses not handle things the way that they should, or medics not handle things the way that they should, or doctors not handle things. Like,
and that's
it
always
is-
going to happen.
It is always going to happen because everybody's human. Hopefully, we'll at some point get to the place where we can like have an open conversation without hurting people's feelings
Somebody's
and
feelings.
say,
I like that, baby. Go. I'm glad you said that as your closing remarks. November 30th, we're having a what?
November 30th, we're having a pub crawl for Steve Davis
Yes.
to help support him because we love him.
Steve-O-Palooza, as I'm calling it.
Who is Steve Davis?
So
Yeah,
he
Steve
is an
Davis,
Orange County fire chief that was.
Oh, is that the guy that was let go because of the?
Yeah,
COVID.
you know.
He didn't
Yeah,
say
right,
that his
people-
guys
yeah,
and
it
blah blah
was
blah,
it was a
etc.
list that
November
wasn't
Didn't
30th.
fire
correct.
them, etc.
November 30th,
we're-
we're gonna have a pub crawl for him. You should
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So he's
Come
gonna
on
start
out.
here at Johnny's and here at Johnny's.
I think we're actually going to start at Aardvark.
Well, we're gonna start right
Aardvark.
across.
So
the
do you
street.
guys know that Aardvark used to be a shithole convenience store
You
that
know
just
it.
sold
You know
fucking kegs?
Yes.
So to me, I'm like,
But they're
Aardvark is fancy
I
fancy now.
I bought a keg of St. Ides from there.
When we were high schoolers, we bought kegs from Aardvark.
Yeah, I had a Navy girl buy me a keg from. That's another thing
Oh,
for
my.
another story. Go ahead, Jason. You got anything before we close? About 2 hours.
Appreciate your dispatchers out there because they have to follow certain protocols.
Absolutely.
And it really
You should appreciate everybody.
They go through
It
so
really
much.
sucks, but also, hey, dispatchers, realize that you're not just a robot. You can make
Hey.
your own decisions.
Hey, you know,
You
Suck a
should
dick.
be grateful
I've-
for everybody.
I've always been an advocate of closing that bridge. And I've
It's not
You
your
want to
turn.
build a bridge.
Shut up.
Want to
You don't have
build
to talk
a
a
bridge
second.
of care,
Yeah.
not a wall. You
I get
want
it.
to
right,
build a bridge.
but there, like for
That's my line.
real, all joking aside, there is a huge disconnect
I wasn't kidding.
between the two. And I've always pushed for, and that's what got me on the top of a lot of hate lists when I did work in
You
that
were
are
on the
still
top of what?
a lot of hate lists.
Oh, you're gonna be on top of Jason a little bit.
Was
They're
because
like having they're like in a hippo ride.
was because I learned that there was this disconnect, and we don't know what they're doing, and they don't know what we're doing. I'll
Yeah.
never forget the first time I was riding along with him and went to a call. I was like, "What in the fuck is happening?"
It's like
One, I thought I was gonna die because he about ran us into the back of these cars because he was not fucking slowing down, and
Yeah.
they weren't moving.
I know.
I was
So
like,
it's-
"What the fuck?" I'm
Hey.
like, "Oh my god!"
But like medics and ER nurses and ER nurses and
I think
floor
you gave
nurses
away your
and
last point already.
ER nurses and ICU nurses. I know. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
Rob, what you got?
No, though, actually, I'll
I get
agree
so
with,
surprised
I'll
when he
agree
starts
with
talking.
Amanda because
He shushed you.
what most of you don't know is I spent 2 years as a call taker for
Oh yeah, that's right. He was a
for a
dispatcher.
place. So I did
For a place.
For a
we won't
place.
say where. Yeah, a certain place. I did that part, but I also would go out once a month and ride with the guys.
Yep.
And I'll tell you, it would change on how you take stuff because a lot of stuff you'd understand and ask what questions the cops are going to ask because
Mm-hmm.
going on the road now, they give me this stuff and I'm like,
Well, what is this?
What is that? What is a
What-
half-eaten pineapple
Hey,
have to do with
do you
anything?
know what today
I
is?
don't care.
It's Friday.
Veterans
Good
Day.
Lord.
It's
Oh, it's
Thursday.
Thursday.
It's Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Thursday.
And it's
Shut the fuck up
Veterans Day.
Friday. Every day.
Somebody put
Veterans
6
Day.
minutes
I am learning.
for the next show.
Listen,
Shut the fuck up Friday.
to go with what
Listen,
Rob
ask
said.
Robbie. It is Shut the Fuck Up Friday.
You're not shutting the
No,
fuck
it's
up.
not.
To go
But
with,
I'm
Rob,
reminding
arrest him. Rob, put some handcuffs on him.
I'll be back.
but
do it.
Snap.
to go with
Don't
Rob,
threaten me with a good time.
to go with
It's gonna get
Rob.
wild.
Do I have the talking stick?
Go ahead. What you got?
All right. So, Orlando is about to embark upon a 3-day festival of chaos.
How many
Oh, yeah.
people are gonna die?
Extravaganza. And to those listening and to those attending, be responsible,
Please.
be respectful. This is a festival
Don't go to the
of
hospital.
love and caring and kindness. If you find me and say the Rescue Company won, I will buy you a beer
Oh.
There you go.
at E EDC.
And if you see a fucking ambulance, get the fuck out of the way.
Yes.
What is your name? I didn't think I catch.
My name is Amy.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
Amy. It was awesome having you on.
Thank
here.
you for having me.
I think you're coming back.
I had
we're-
fun.
I think you should.
We're getting your info, and you look great in your dress, by the way. Show people the dress. Like, if people don't see. Look
There's no camera.
at this
Stand by.
dress.
I fix it.
Oh yeah, look at that dress.
I'm not putting the camera on just yet. Do that again. Perfect. All right, now I'm turning the camera on.
So, Amy, we're having you back. You're coming back because you just became a member.
Let me get out of frame.
Oh,
I'm gonna blow you up.
He's
Yeah.
gonna blow you
It's
up
gonna blow you
Yeah.
up.
Wow. For EDC.
I like when I get
I'm
blown up.
not quite sure what that means.
yeah. So, Amy, you got any closing words for people to know?
Be kind to one another,
Man,
right?
that's
I mean, whether it's your emergency dispatcher,
Emergency.
whether it's the people in the crowd, like we talked about with Travis Scott, it's people being kind to one another. That's the end.
I think we should do a shout to that one right there because you got a shot right there.
I didn't
Delicious.
get one, but it's okay.
Yeah, you
I
got
mean,
one
I
right
still
in front
have
of
that
you.
one.
Yeah.
That one
That's
hurt.
what it is at the end of the day, whether it's the Travis Scott concert like we talked about, it's your emergency dispatcher and talking to them, it's being kind to people and understanding that we're all in this together.
We're all in this together.
Listen, man. The one thing people do have to understand is this: it's about other people in this job, right? It is about others.
So
and not-
others may live.
Yeah, it is about others, man. And you make a sacrifice. Sometimes you come into work, you're tired, and things are, you're feeling horrible, and you're like hungover, and you're like, fuck, man, I just want to get some sleep. But then that person at work has something that they've been waiting days to talk to you about. And you don't know what somebody's bad day is like. You don't know what, the thing is like, man, and it's just like sometimes just allowing somebody to share that point, share that thing, getting that thing out will make the difference in that person's life. That is the reason why we're around.
The
me
emotional
just-
trauma that you see when you come to a scene.
Let me just say one more thing. Jody said, look at the difference in drugs from back in the day to now.
Yeah,
For
that's
shit's
true.
sake, Ozzy and Tommy Lee are still alive, but kids are dropping from mom's oxy and fentanyl.
Yeah, man.
I remember when I was 12.
Listen, man.
I didn't do that shit when I was 12.
And it's actually
I
one of
waited
my
till I was
things
like 30.
to talk about. But the reality is this, guys. We do have some resources out there. If you need some help, you can always call
Absolutely.
here. You can always call here. You can always we'll talk to you. We'll do whatever it takes. And
Yep.
you just say, it's hey, man, if it wasn't for the people out there. What's funny is people hate going to call sometimes. But imagine if the bum didn't call. If the guy on the street corner wasn't asleep and didn't need you to wake him up, then they would never need you to respond to calls.
Can I interject there? So I had a mom that had a drug problem. And that was the hardest thing every time is when the ambulance would come, everybody in the neighborhood would come outside.
Hey,
And that's the hardest thing to deal with is everybody's staring at you. And then you have anybody, whether it's fire department, ambulance, EMS, whatever, and they're treating you like shit.
yeah. hey,
Understand
I'm
that
the
there's
son
other
of a
people
heroin
there
addict.
that need your
course.
compassion. You know what I
Absolutely
mean?
they
Like,
do.
oh, well, she blah blah blah.
Yeah, I
It
don't
doesn't
judge.
matter.
You know, I don't judge people, and maybe because I'm the son of a heroin addict.
I'm the son of a preacher man.
Yeah. So listen, we may have
That's
said
what I
some
was
things that offended you throughout the night. You may not even get to the
Contact
point.
us on our website.
But if you have something that bothers
What's
you,
the website?
And I have a quote.
yeah, go ahead, baby. What you got?
Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about.
Yeah, it's absolutely
I do
true.
love that
I
quote.
was going to
I
say, be
do
kind,
too.
rewind.
Hey, that's from Blockbuster. And
How's a
if
little
we
help?
said anything that offended you throughout the night, well, you should have
Sorry
turned
about
it
your
off
luck.
a while ago. So go fuck yourself. Later, motherfuckers. That was good.
Thanks for including me.